Yeah, I'm gonna call it 6 or 7.
Know where we're going.
6 or
And
7.
that you're very passionate about that. You see it always in front of you, the goal.
Nobody knows what I can do but you. Nobody can tell
Oh
you.
yeah, the
If I tell
scavenger
you all
perk
the
as
things
well.
you told
Just
me I
realised that.
wasn't gonna act or sing or dance or I wasn't good at it or
Yeah, there's my second
I should
incendiary
stop or I
grenade
should
kill.
quit, or even after I became famous, you know, for doing these things, you know.
So I guess instead of being aggressive, you needed to be more passive. At least those grenade kills wouldn't have been as fucking LP like, cause yeah, like you challenged middle, and then you pushed up, but you didn't let me challenge you, which is good, But that like I just threw an incendiary and it just like it was on bad timing. Oh, that's when Libate left the party right there, and he realized he was muted probably. I have no idea.
Interesting. Don't listen to the naysayers. Because there's always people out there that will tell you that you
I don't know. I don't care.
forget it. It's a stupid dream that you have.
I'm sure I had 6 or 7. I don't imagine any more than that. Could go back and count it, but it's still a lot. Now, people, if I killed you 6 or 7 times with the sticky, you'd be like, bro, you killed me 6 or 7 times with the sticky. You're only good with stickies. Like, I'm surprised you're not like, dude, you're only good with incendiaries. Like, you know.
Nah, I'm not really a salty person.
No, but some people, when they get that many fucking grenade kills, immediately bitch about how many grenade kills that person got. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you didn't kill me with abilities. You didn't kill me with gunplay. You killed me with whatever.
It is what it is. I mean, there's no point in complaining.
Yeah,
Just get better.
Yeah, I'm sick of that's like a little kid thing. It's like a little child mentality. Bro, all you do is hard scope. Like, all you do is use your hand cannon. Like, all you do is rush, jump, double melee, backflip, hand cannon, kick me in the face. All you do is throw melees.
It doesn't annoy me when
God,
people
all you
just
did was
ape
just melee me there. Yeah.
Like Ghost.
Ghost is an ape.
It literally just blink, melee the air, and then spam his time.
Right.
It's funny though.
Alright, so I want to recruit all 3 of you into my clan. The Goody Squad. Would you guys want to join the Goody Squad?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? I'm starting my clan again. No, after the thing.
Yo, Fight, fuck that. Fuck that. Before you start your clan, join the Twitch TV. Actually, guys, come to Twitch TV, Sam Goody. Destiny 2, they say the more active your clan, the more rewards you're gonna get. Start off with my clan for D2 for that. I only have like 9 spots available left in the clan, and that just means everybody in the clan's basically active is gonna be active in Destiny 2. So we've got like 100 people in a clan. You know what I mean? And the more active your clan, supposedly the more rewards you get. So this would be a good opportunity for you guys to step in, see what kind of rewards you get. If we don't get a whole lot, if you can get the same amount of rewards with 5 people in a clan as you can with 100, then fuck it, dude. Go start your own clan. But if not, dude, stick around and reap the benefits, man. Support my channel. Fight, you're fucking amazing. I'd love to have you, bro. I would love. I've had really good people. I've had people from Rep. I've had some incredibly like high KD players representing my clan. I still have some really good people in here actually that are pretty good. You know what I mean? So I mean you're gonna get teabagged. People are gonna hate on you. People are gonna literally send you hate mail and be like, dude, fuck Sam Goody, he sucks and you suck too, or some shit. But you know what, dude? Tell him to eat a dick. You know what I mean? Be like, dude, eat a dick sandwich. You fucking retarded child. You know, but it's true. Like, does it like my boy David? I think the only reason he's in my clan, he's really good for like a 12-year-old. He's really fucking good. But yeah, honestly, I think you'd probably beat him. Yeah, you'd probably beat him. But I think the only reason he's in the clan is because the amount of attention he gets for having the clan tag. He loves to come in and be like, yo, dude, somebody sent me a message about fuck your clan and shit today, and I keep getting teabagged. Like, I think he likes that attention. I don't know. Some people like it. I would love for you guys to join, though. Absolutely. If you want, dude, could you stop by my stream?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I haven't pre-ordered.
Oh, for PC, that's right, because you're going, yeah. So Finch, well, you don't. Well then, yo, Doug, just represent my clan tag. What do you mean? You can play D1 for the rest of your life? Like, there's no reason for you not to rep, dude. Besides the fact that like you're just like.
I don't even rep D1.
Like, you're representing my clan tag, you know, because I'm a trash can, and you want people to know that you know this trash can and whatever.
I would think about it.
But who said they would? Who said they would? Was it J-Dog or Ghost?
I think it was Ghost.
No, it wasn't me.
I didn't say shit.
Somebody was like, hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that, Fights. Look at that. Somebody said, yeah, dude, for sure. And then you say, I don't know, I'll think about it. Look what you're doing to me, Fights. Look what you're doing to me, bro. You're costing me fucking... You're costing this young man free rewards in Destiny 2 if he's getting it, you know? That's what you're doing.
Really, my question is this a clan Twitch TV?
Alright, I have two clans. Initially, I've got Twitch TV Sam Goody that has like 90 people in it, and I've got the Goody Squad which has like 50 people in it.
Yeah, I saw that clan before. My hand is actually messed up.
So I mean, if you want to
so
support the
much.
channel, I'd definitely be fucking happy about it. You know, I get people in on the fucking in the clan quicker than I get anybody else in, unless you're like a subscriber or something. But you know, it's tough, dude. It's tough, man. Because, yo, dude, I just found out yesterday I was removed from Destiny Tracker top their leaderboards. I got removed from their leaderboards. Like, not completely, but like they cut 7,000 of my trials matches. Yeah, so I lost DTR score, I lost score, I lost games played, I lost games won. So like my top 50 rating in the world on Destiny Tracker for 6 categories in trials is now gone. I fucking emailed them about it, but I'm really I'm irritated as shit. Because like last month, dude, it was all there. I haven't deleted a character in like 9 months. Like, why the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I was next to Luminosity, Manigator, KJ Hovey, Real Crafty, SS Pups. Like, my name was up there with those fuckers. You know?
Maybe they got a bit jealous of you.
Dude, yeah, right? I feel like, dude, I think they were like, you know what, fuck that kid. Either somebody was like, fuck Sam Goody, or I don't have no idea. I have no fucking clue.
Probably lag switches, bro.
But like the last match that they have recorded for me is Memento. December 1st, 2016. Yeah, December 1st, 2016. So that's 9 months of trials, right? Because House of Wolves trials came out in like June. So not December, it was January. So it was like June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So 6 months. That's half a year of trials gone. 7,000 matches, bro. I was at 16K. I was like top 18 in the world for games played in trials. You know what I mean? Wow. Like, I'm so mad. I'm actually gonna get on there and see if they fucking email me back, bro. Very upset about that. They're like, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'm legit gonna just title my stream Destiny. Like, I'm not gonna really title. I'm fairly upset.
Life work is, I encourage you to start working on it.
Just have a massive make YouTube video exposing.
August 23rd, it was posted yesterday. Did you guys see the Destiny 2? Something big is coming.
And you gotta actually go in the room, close the door, and you gotta see yourself doing it. You gotta feel yourself.
I know. I'm not really that hyped for Destiny. Haven't really followed much.
Don't even know when it's coming out.
I think it's September the 6th.
This Destiny's after turning me off, like.
I like this game. It's just comparing this game to Destiny 2.
It was a beta though. Can't really compare.
It takes too long to kill someone, and yeah, I get it. They're trying to get more team shots going and stuff, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be so difficult to clutch rounds.
I was actually ranked higher than fucking RBZ on some things.
Nah, I don't know how. I haven't played this in a while, and I'm very bad.
My hand is like swollen up. Can barely move it. It's my left one, so I can't really sprint.
Oh, I have Radiance with a heavy machine.
Whoa.
You know, I've one kill, I think.
Really? You're doing man. You probably had 5. You got 500. I'm just getting farms, fam.
I put on an auto rifle.
I just realized how complicated I've made my like the kind of task to do.
Why?
Like the whole storyline and stuff. I just think I'm not skilled enough to do it to make it look good. Because all the cinematics are a bit sketchy.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? Why
So
is
I might
how do?
literally just do a regular one.
Who's even in it?
It'll be
Done with this. Done with
Dench,
this.
Parts Walker.
He's using a heavy ammo.
So if I have a Gmail account,
Mm-hmm.
does that like if I have a Gmail account, how do you check my? How do I check my fucking Gmail email? I just click Gmail on that. Oh, okay, there it is.
You go onto Google and then some.
I don't like this man.
All right, we would like to acknowledge. It says, "Dear Sam So Goody, we would like to acknowledge that we have received your request and a ticket has been created. A support representative will review your request. It might take multiple days before we can answer your ticket."
When did you send it?
August 20, yesterday.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
Only 5 minutes left.
I don't think I can play anymore. My hands really hurting.
Holy shit, I got 170 subscribers on fucking YouTube. No way! I'm almost at 200. Go fucking figure.
Go fish.
Go fish yourself.
I have almost 20 subscribers.
Let your losses dry.
I have 3.
That's crazy though. I was at like 126 like a couple days ago. Like last time I looked, I was at 126. So I put on like 54. That's pretty cool though.
Hmm.
Can I upload these? Can I upload these to? Where do I go to my clips?
It's
Ah, dude.
embarrassing, man.
My KD.
Look at my KD. I went almost triple neck, bro. I was trying so hard.
Oh crap! This guy's in suit, boys.
I was double
Who's in
shot
suit?
you.
Spavner? Oh yeah, I know. I don't know who. I don't know him.
Spawner.
But he probably sees me and he's probably like, look at how bad he is. Not even trying. I was AFK for like 90% of that. I kept moving around so I wouldn't get kicked, you know. It was at about 5,200 that I realized I only had 420 points. That I just stopped playing. 5,200 points or something. But I wasn't really playing before that.
Like, screw it.
Hey guys, do me a favor. Will you guys please go check on how the fuck do I upload this shit? YouTube. All right, I got a clip. Can you guys check on my clips? Can one of you guys check out my clip real quick? Somebody told me that I missed all 3 of these golden gun shots, right? And I'm like, no fucking way. I'm like, no fucking way. I'm like, there's lag in the lobby. I swear I'm putting the gun on the person as I'm pulling the trigger, but the bullets are coming out late. You know what I mean? And so I'm going, and then, dude, just watch it. Tell me, like, it's like a minute clip. It's kind of sick actually. Well, if you go to my clips, it's called "I Got Robbed on That Goldie, Didn't I?" It's not YouTube. It's not YouTube. It's just on the Twitch page. You just click clips. Yeah, if you can just click my clips. I don't know how you guys can do that.
Create clip. I don't think I can do it that way.
I think for you, it's like, do you see videos at the top by like Sam?
Clips.
Okay, go to clips.
Yeah.
And it should be like the 4th one down on the left, the 3rd one
Is
down
it?
on the left. I got robbed on that Goldie. Watch that shit.
Yeah.
Tell me that kid didn't get quick scope, just a little bit.
30 minutes long.
How many minutes?
The clip is 30 minutes
No,
long.
no. It's 30 seconds.
Oh.
35
okay.
seconds.
Sorry, I'm a bit dyslexic.
Oh, you're just. Oh, okay, it's cool. I did a lot of ecstasy when I was like a 4-year-old. So like sometimes I say things stupidly. Like I speak dyslexically. You know what I mean?
No. It's weird, sometimes I just say things, but I mean another thing in my head.
Yeah, we all do that. Guilty.
No, it is 30 minutes.
No. I got robbed on that
Son, you have
Goldie,
to-
didn't
you have
I?
to press on the video.
You're in
pressing on
videos.
Watch full the video.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
gotta go
full
to
screen.
clips. Go to clips.
Above that, you just watch the video. It's
Oh.
please above it.
Oh.
You're watching the whole stream.
Yeah. I just realized I just need to click on the clip. So you're using a herb?
I think so. Yeah.
On rusted lands.
Yo, didn't I get robbed on that first snipe? Didn't that look like I bodied that kid, right?
Yeah.
Got that kid easy, and then check this one. I snipe another kid.
You got your golden gun pretty fast then.
But look, watch the Goldie. Did that third bullet hit him or no?
I think the third one hit him, but the first two didn't.
Okay, so I felt like the second one maybe did, but the gun fired late. But then that third shot,
It depends on
I pre-aimed it the whole time. The reticle's on the guy, the whole time. That third bullet, but the bullet goes right through him. Do you see that? The bullet goes right through him. Yeah. No, that's pretty clear though. I got robbed by lag. That, you know, if you were that close with the golden gun, not laggy, bro, that's gonna kill him every time. Shit, that second bullet would have killed him. You know what I mean? And I'm like bitching about lag and shit, and this dude's like, nah, dude, you missed all 3 of those. I saw it. And I'm like, the fuck you did? He said it like 2 minutes later, too.
Wait, was it the guy who killed? Or
I think it was the guy that I meant to kill, because he was teabagging me the whole time. And every time, like, even if he didn't kill me, he'd run over and teabag me and shit.
That uni though. That uni. Did you see the range on that, Vincent?
No. I think my hand's broken.
Destiny?
My
boy Arbizu told me yesterday, he's like, Destiny's the only game that's ever made me, like, actually physically hurt in my hands. And I know exactly how he feels. I developed...
This is the first time Destiny... from playing Destiny.
Alright, so here, check it out, bro. Check it out. I developed something. If you bend your elbows long enough, bro, you can actually develop something that will, it'll pinch your nerve, and then it will cause your middle and your ring finger and your pinky finger to go numb. And feel like you're losing some shit.
Really? Is that good? Or?
What'd you think? So you think that guy should have died though, right? You think that guy was retarded, right? Like, dude, you missed all 3 shots, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
well, in reality, according to the game, you did miss the shots.
But with the aim assist, you
yeah,
probably
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how did I not get that fucking kill? Like, I got legged. It was leg. That's what it was. It was leg. I was seeing something that wasn't there, and then I died, and then I got, you know, and then like even the quick scope at the end, I feel like I got a headshot, and they didn't give me the bullet damage, and then he just slammed on me after I threw the throwing knife, like right when I threw the throwing knife. Because if you look at that, dude, that looked like he was pretty on point. Super upset about that. Hey, have you guys seen my the gold? Have you guys seen the year 1 Gallahorn and year 2 Trials clip? Dude, watch that.
No. Or is that when it comes back?
Yeah.
And
You've seen that one fight. You've seen that one, for sure.
Yeah, I remember when you were trying to.
Dude, I'm so mad. My dude told me to submit it the day before they did the judging, and within that one day we put on more than 50 likes on it on the website. I literally could have got the movie of the week emblem. This fucktard. Oh, I was so mad. I'm still mad at Pearson for that. I did. But it didn't have half as much momentum as it had the first day because they reset the cycle on it. And then I resubmitted it, and then they didn't accept it. And then when it came, like, people had already seen it, I guess. You know, I mean, dude, it's huge. If I'd have started off at the beginning of the week with 50 likes, I would have been. It would have won top 3 for sure. It would have won top 3 for sure just because.
Yeah.
You know, like it had so many more views and likes and other things, and that was pretty fucking sweet. I thought that was really cool. You know, so I got fucking robbed.
Movie of the week's pretty dumb though. All you have to do is just have loads of people that follow you. It could be like the crappiest clip as well, but if people vote on it, then here's an emblem.
Right.
Well done. Come down later. Well, I know someone who freaking got a triple smash, and that was movie of the week.
This goddamn laggy on this game. I'm done with this game. I'm done. My Nova was all on
Oh,
them.
he's using a fusion, man.
I'm done with this game right now.
Heavy ammo
They have
I
to
don't know why
fix
they're
their
all so
servers.
bad, man.
Yo
What
guys,
the
I've got
heck
to
is
show
this?
you the sickest montage I've ever seen.
Who?
Ever.
I'm done with this.
This guy on
I'm
YouTube.
done with this. Every
so
day they
good.
fix their servers.
I
and
saw
nothing
who's
happens, nothing
fucking. I
happens.
saw Sir Demetrius's last montage, dude. Fucking nasty.
I'm making one. It's probably gonna be late, probably when Destiny 2 gets released, but whatever.
You know, even in Battlefield 1, if your ping would be something around 400, you are not able to shoot anyone. I mean, when there is a problem with your network, you are not able to shoot anyone, and everyone that is good, they can kill you. But in Destiny, everything is different. When your network is lagging, you can kill everyone. You're like a god. And the other guys, their network is normal. You just.
Oh, he popped Radiance just to kill me. I was on a 10 kill streak.
This is bullcrap.
I was holding down the stairs. Each way I was just shooting.
This guy still has heavy.
Do you see that?
Yeah. Nah, literally. My left hand, I can't put any pressure. I can literally only move the thumbstick and that's it.
What happened to it?
I don't know, it's just really hurting all of a sudden. It's got like a sharp pain all over it.
Oh, he was behind me.
He's killing you all.
Look how many
Yeah.
shotguns there is.
Future, live it out,
Yeah.
come back in the present, and start working toward it.
Oh shit.
Promise me this. 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, but like this
Come
guy
Come
has
on,
like
dude.
infinite ammo
Top
as man
20 in the
as well, and he's
leaderboard
just-
cut like
What's
a
he
month or
doing? He's
two
like
before
teabagging.
fucking Destiny 2 actually. Not even a month before Destiny 2 drops. Like, why the fuck would they do like?
So I need you to do this for me. Like, I don't
Just
care
goes
what
T-Line.
happens in your life. I don't
Oh,
care
they
what
do
it
what?
looks like.
Somebody had 20,000
Yeah,
games.
Every single day you
20,000
wake
games.
up, if you're gonna have energy, if you're gonna have passion, if you're gonna
Yo, it
have
looks like
drive,
I'm not the only
every
one
day
who
you
lost a
wake up,
bunch
you
of.
gotta
No, never
start
mind.
with
Let's
that
DTR
vision.
this before. Yeah, no, but I was 18. I was
What's
18.
my
I have
DTR
no idea.
in trials?
Oh my man.
Can you check
This
for me
guy,
please?
these guys think we're there amazing.
It may not
You have
happen
surplus.
I actually just closed out of the website.
in a year, it may not happen in 2
And I was looking at the leaderboards. I wasn't actually like typing my name in. I was just looking like just browsing the top 20 or whatever.
fights again.
He's like,
I'm done with
yeah.
this. I'm done with
I can
this.
check you out on trials report. I don't even know. Your name's hard to spell, by the way. If your name was like Goody Go Gets Good, I'd be like for sure I know how to spell that immediately. But I think it's like XYFYTCHXFR XC. Yeah.
XFYTC.
X
It's FITCH.
Yeah, too many
I can
X's,
spell
bro.
off. I haven't made it.
CA. That's it. There are 3 X's.
I can spell that shit off by heart.
What?
At least it's not like X-/period colon, you know, fights X dash yeah. I hate it when people do that. Some
Yeah.
kid has his name, it's IILLIILLL capital I's, you know what I mean, and L, so
Yeah, I've seen that. It looks like a
Yeah.
barcode.
There was a dude event for me. His name was like Jack.
Oh yeah, Vincent.
Jack
I got my second
Jack-
one back.
Jack be nimble, Jack be
Jack-
quick, Jack,
Jack
get the fuck off my dick.
Deluxe of you.
No.
Yeah.
He was something like this. Jack Willem 1 1 2 2 3 3
I don't
4
actually
4
know.
5 5
It's
6
just banned
6 7
forever.
8.
Whenever I just went on it, it was banned forever.
You'll probably
Like, I
check
can
that
never-
to someone.
I don't just talk shit to anyone.
Explain
how Bitcoin works.
Of course you do.
No,
You
I
guys-
don't.
Wait, I've got 50 DTR in trials, let's
Dude,
go.
yeah, they cut my DTR in my true high skill. They cut my true. I was 50. I'm all of a sudden I'm 36. I was 50 and they dropped me down to 36.
Ooh la la. I'm top 0.5%.
I'm top 0.1 in a couple categories. Not in that anymore. Dude, I was 50 and I'm like 36. Like, how the fuck did I go down from 50 to 36? You know, I was 50 before I was even really good at this game. Before, you know, like how did I? You know, I was.
I'm gonna check my other account. Let's see if
What
that
are
one's
you
good.
looking?
DTR school.
On what?
Destiny Tracker.
Yeah, I think Destiny Tracker's broken.
Oh,
they
my
could
account's
fuck you at any
totally-
moment. Some kid was like, "Yo, dude, you deleted characters, so then you fucking. That's why your stats changed." And I was like, "I deleted characters 9 months ago, and the stats have been the same for the last like 2 years, 3. You know, like they haven't changed. Like some of the stats that didn't change from when I deleted my first characters. The only thing that I noticed was my DTR score dropped big when I deleted my original Destiny character, the one that I had since the beginning. I created created a Titan and I created a Hunter, and then I left the Warlock, and then I was like, well, I wonder if I could get my KD up with my Warlock, and so after like 4 months I deleted it, you know. So then I lost a shit ton of DTR score. I was like top 60 for
I
a
swear,
while.
DTR only comes from like how many games.
No,
you play, right?
DTR comes from how well you do and how many games you play or something. There's a bunch of, here, check this out, dude. No, look at this. I won a game, and like MMR is retarded. I won a game. I went 14-7, right? 2.0 KD. The next game I went 17-7. And I lost more MMR than I had won the match before since I lost. But I went 17-7. I did better than I did the other game, and I lost like 33 MMR or something like that. But when I won, going 2.0, I gained 16. So MMR only builds if you win. It builds off your wins. You get high. It's how well you do when you win will determine your MMR, which I think is stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, what about how well I do when I don't win?
It's funny because people think that MMR is more accurate than anything else. They're like, oh my gosh, you got a 2000 MMR, you must be really good. But no, MMR is spread across your whole team, so you could be the absolute.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
ever.
Have you checked somebody else's MMR at like at the wins based off your, you know, after you got one? Did they get the same boost as you?
Yeah, like when I carried someone, they did so badly, but because we were winning games, the MMR was up with mine. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And that's when I realized that it's just like how well you've been playing recently. Not even you, how well your team has been playing.
So it's all about the W, which to me, like, that's the same thing as the Elo and Destiny Tracker anyways. Why would they implement MMR? Like, that's what Destiny Tracker is. It's not about how well you win. It's about, or like how low or how high the other team's Elo is. It's about how many win streaks.
It's more who you win with.
You know, how many wins you get. I guess you'll put on some Elo by beating Elo teams, higher Elo teams, but it's more about how many wins. Like if you lose 1 in Destiny Tracker Elo, like you lose like 50, or if you lose 1 on Trials Report, you lose like 15. You know. It's harder to stay on the top.
Like my Destiny Trials or Destiny Tracker Elo is like 1500.
Yeah, mine's like 13 probably.
I was kind of confused.
I have no idea. 13. I'm platinum level 2. So you're probably like diamond or something, or I don't even know.
Yeah, diamond 3, I think.
Yeah, I was I thought about grinding Elo back on Destiny Tracker back in the day, but I felt like Trials Report was more, that was the preferred. You know, I felt like if you're gonna get, like, I guess here's the thing, it sucks because if you can be the #1 Elo in the world on Trials Report, but not the #1 Elo in the world on Destiny Tracker. And let's be real, like I've come to realize Destiny Tracker's Elo is so much more important than Trials Report. I just didn't like the people that I knew that were farming Elo on Destiny Tracker, so I like just was like, forget the whole Destiny Tracker thing, you know what I mean? If you're not like something, so you're like, nope, I'm not doing that because they're doing it. Yeah.
You know that excellence lies in everything underneath the surface, in what cannot be seen.
I remember when having 2k Elo meant something.
Dude, I do double carries and I have a 2k Elo right now.
Says you.
Yeah. Do you remember when I first got to 2k Elo and then like everyone's like, oh, look at this guy. I haven't gone past that since. Highest I've been is 2200.
I hit 2200s while doing double carries.
I don't like Trials really. I never really liked it, honestly.
I feel like if I'd have been doing single carries, and honestly, it's easier to get Elo in year 3 than it is in year 2 or 1. You know, than year 2, because there's so many people farming fake Elo, and like they're not even that good. So like you're at, like, dude, it's crazy. Like I gotta do double carries, and like these guys would all have 2.5 KDs. and they all had like 2300 elos, and then I beat them with double carries and people with like .8 KDs. You know what I mean? So we just jack a bunch of elo from them somehow, and it's crazy. They're not as good as their stats. They're not as good as their stats. Why? Because they're faking their stats. They're playing bad kids. You can like, I don't know how this is a thing. I thought they fixed it, but apparently you could still load into a match, and if you check the other person out quickly enough, you could back out, kick your teammates, and you wouldn't lose elo. Like, I thought they fixed that, but I heard you could still do it. Yeah.
I haven't had that. If I knew that, I'd be like.
Yeah, that's dude. Here's the fucked up thing. Look at DTR score. Oh wait. I didn't see his fucking name, did I? I'm going back to Destiny Tracker. I think Massive Jaguars had taken the lead on DTR score on Destiny Tracker. But he surpassed SS Pups by like 40,000 DTR, right? But he had like 8,000 less games played.
Definitely does help you.
And I was like, I freaked out when I saw that. I freaked out. I'm like, yo, how the fuck is this kid? I've swept Massive Jaguars. He's not that good. I'm like, I get it. If he's got two other players that are as good as him, maybe a little bit better, I could see that. I could see him doing really well, but I can't see him surpassing SS Pups, who has 8,000 more games played than him. You know what I mean? Hold up. What is it?
SS Pups is moving.
I played him and yeah, look at Massive Jaguars is still up there. He's got 7,000 games played with a 254 DTR. Guess how many games SS Pups has? 20,000 in trials. Yeah, and so he's beating SS Pups DTR score by 12,000. By 12,000 with.
Well, that just means he's more efficient.
So you're gonna tell me Massive Jaguars is literally 3 times as efficient as SS Pups?
Well, he's probably found a loophole.
Yeah, I went and checked out, like with Luminosity. Luminosity only has 22,000, 220,000. He's beating Luminosity by 30, almost 30,000 DTR score, and Luminosity is almost twice as many games played as him. He's got like almost 13,000. Yeah, Massive, he found a loophole. But check it out. If you go look at his shit, I literally went and looked at his Destiny Trials report, whatever. I looked at his past matches. I went through like 150 of them. Every single game he played, the teams that he were playing only had a 5% chance of beating them. All of them. Nobody had higher than an 8% chance of beating Massive in his team. And they only had like 2,000, 2,200 elos. Like, one of them was like a 2,000, one was like a 2,100, and the Massive was like a 2,150 or something like that. So they weren't even like super high elos. You know, like, I get it. If you're like 3,000, 3,000, and 3,000, people only have a 5% chance. Like, even 1,800 elos are gonna be like really low chance, and 1,800's not bad. 1,800's not bad at all. If you're 1,800, that's decent. That shows something. So long as you're not farming elo, you know what I mean? If you're farming elo and you're only at 1,800, you're stupid.
Wait, what? I don't farm, you farm.
I didn't farm.
You used to?
No, that was freaking Georgie Boy and DNA and all of those guys. And Scooby Snacks.
Like, some of these kids, dude.
When was it?
They asked me to go on account to do recoveries, and they're like, oh, let's farm for elo.
I farmed for like a week and I got nothing. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, you got to 1,800 and then you dropped.
I mean, I had like 16,000 games.
Because I didn't play anymore.
And my DTR score got cut. I was top like 60.
You dropped as well, but you got back up.
Unless you take some new action.
Yeah.
You know, SSOB, he's like a 2,600, doesn't he, from farm?
Hey, dude, check it out. I got a buddy who's .89 with the 2,600 elo. 0.89 KD.
Clean out some of the things that are not working.
Who?
It's Uvaley 14. Uvaley, YUVALY 14. Go check him out. He's like really low KD.
Why? Wait, let me go into Charles report.
I haven't checked this in like 2 months, but I can't imagine it have changed that much. YUVALY 14. Trials report.
YUVALY. Crap, I'm being attacked. I've got you.
Alright, never mind. I don't know. Never mind. I guess I don't know what happened. He's only at a 1600 right now. That's really weird. That's like really fucking weird. And he's still on the same character. How the fuck is he down to a 1600? Yeah, I'm gonna get him in here if he's online. He's not online, dude. And he was legit 2600 with the .89. Now he's at a .93, but he's only at a 1600. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Let's check his past games. Oh, dodging GG.
Like, dude, I legit, like, when I had the Destiny thing on stream, I'd be like, guys, check this out. People come in and they brag about their elo, and I'd be like, check this out. And I type in Usually, it would say his KD, and then it would say his elo. I'd be like, yeah, that's how much fucking elo matters. Now it's like, I can't even brag about that anymore. I feel stupid for even bringing that up. But dude, he was 2600 and he was a .89. Yo, is year 3 he ended with a 1.03? He's got 176 flawlesses. That's not very. I'm very upset though. He's such a high elo. I don't know what he did to it. I'm gonna have to ask him. Be like, yo, why did you tank your elo? He probably didn't tank it. He just stopped playing with the same people that were carrying him to it. He was being carried to it. You know what I mean?
Forget everything else. Forget everything else.
Like he was, if I go back, I wonder if you can go back like super far and do that.
It's possible you can live your dream.
Is Garden.gg working for you?
Alright, so one of his characters on like an 18 win streak. 19 win streak, the other one's a garbage.
People that will make it in this life, they look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them.
All of these characters are kind of new though.
There's something in you that says
2000,
always strive to get on top in life.
700, 2000, 2000. Like, I mean, I've got a new character. Well, no, I guess my Warlock's got like 3 times as many played probably, and I barely even play on him. What happened, bro? All right, wait. You can see it. You can see his elo. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can see his elo, right? He was 2612 with the 1.41 KD. If you go to what is it? Guardian GG, you can see his elo. You can see, yeah, if you go to Guardian GG, his elo was 2612. 2612, dude. Back in May 17th. May 17th, so like 4 months ago.
Wait, who's his teammates?
Can I click that? I don't. They were like some like decent players. They were good. They were like 2000 ELO players. They were like 2000 for sure. They were good. One was like a 2.2 or something. One was like a 1.9. You know. You can see it. It's still there. Saturday, February 25th, 2017. ELO was 2612, and his KD was a 1.41. But at that time, dude, his KD was really a 0.89. And then you can just see his elo tank. He tanked it down to 1957, and then he brought it back up to 2146, and then he dropped off from there. But dude, yeah, that's crazy. So you can still see that shit. So I'm not lying. Go check out his GG, and then scroll down. You see that little black line. That's his shit.
Yeah, I'm checking it now.
0.93 KD. He had a 20.
That massive curve, though.
Massive Jaguar.
No, the curve.
Oh yeah.
He did that within like how long?
A couple months. Looks like month? February, from February 28th to February what? No, January 20. What is this? January. Yeah, it was like a month. Did it from the 17th, from January 20th to February 28th. So in a month of grinding elo. So 4 weekends. In 4 weekends, bro. In 4 weekends, he hit 2,500. He went from like a 1,600 elo to a fucking to a 2,600. In 4 or 5. That's like 5 weekends. That's absolutely nuts though. That's what I mean. Like, and now look at his elo again. Like he wasn't that good.
I would have just like quit the account, just have it there, not play trials for the 2,600, knowing that I'm not even 2,600.
I think at some point he was trying to get his flawlesses up, and I think the people that were farming elo with him said fuck it, you know. And if the people that are good that are carrying you don't play with you anymore,
If you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture. Winners win.
Minecraft Pro.
My titty just flexed. I'm gonna grab some food. I'll be right back.
You need to tell you that you owe you something. No more TV, no more snacks, no more desserts, no we working out now. No more alcohol, not right now. No, I can't handle it right now. You need to tell you that you owe you something.
Do you think SSOB is good?
I'm going to fight. I'm going
just
to
chats
work.
crap.
I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn.
It's alright.
I'm going to do everything in my power. Every single
I think
day,
people rate him a bit too much though.
It's because they're all his friends.
Or not even his friends.
Win, and losers lose.
Who?
I don't think so.
Is
It's
anybody
weird.
like?
Yeah, they only play with him because he's like known in the community, and then they want to get known as well. Like Morgano.
Isn't Morgano not known?
He is, but he did that through SSOV.
Won't be known. It's like a lot of people don't play with SSOB because he's just a kid.
I ate it today. She brought it in today. Sorry. Do you want me to get you some more?
So be it. Because that's not what I value. Anything or anyone that is taking me further away from my dreams has to go. I'm committed to self-development, not self-destruction. And you know,
we're marking them.
Meant to be with me on the journey will choose that higher road with me. Yes.
Shaxa should say that we are marking them.
I want my life to mean something.
Just trying to sound like Social Bob.
It's marking rules, not mercy rules.
But they were the right decisions.
Marking rules.
So many people don't get it. They piss their life away every weekend for what? So they can complain about their current circumstances for the rest of the week?
He a fucking nerd.
No chance. I'm in charge.
Who do you think is gonna win, McGregor or Mayweather?
It's all on me.
I have to stay with an Irish person now, don't I?
I take action and I
You don't.
get
I'll be honest.
done.
If you were to bet money,
You will never
It's
hear me
boxing,
complain
so
about
obviously
another
Flame at
person
it.
or
Well,
circumstance
Floyd.
as the reason I'm not where I want to be. If I don't
it's
like
funny
where I
though
am,
because a lot of people
time to
like,
knuckle
nah,
down
he's
and
gonna
work
get
harder.
destroyed.
I am a perfect
It's his
professional.
own, it's
Connor's
his
great.
what he does.
It's his sport, yeah.
That only comes to those
If
who
it was
live their
UFC,
dreams.
Conor McGregor would
If
probably
I'm
win.
weak in a certain area,
Exactly.
it won't be for long because I'm committed to be better. I will learn. I will
Who
read.
do you think would have
I will
won?
make it happen. I will find a way. I
Nate
will
Diaz
work until that
or
weakness is turned into
Nate
a
Diaz,
strength.
whatever his name is, or Conor McGregor. I think they fought before,
They
haven't
already
they?
fought.
Yeah, I think Conor won.
Yeah, knocked him out.
No one can beat
Ah.
me because I don't give up. I'm relentless. You might knock me down, but I never stay down. It's time to rise. Rise up to your potential. Rise up past your limitations. Rise up past your family or friends' limitations.
Oh, you're so
Set the
one.
standard for those around you. Don't conform to the standard like a sheep. Get out and lead the way. Get up. Rise up. Man up.
I'm not in the mood right now. I'm not in the mood for PvP.
Oh,
I need
no.
to finish my editing.
Think I'll do it.
I'm doing really bad.
You do bad every day. You
Thank
play
you.
bad
It's every day, bro.
every day.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, you blinded me.
You're in the lead.
This is done. This is. Oh my god.
Lost the lead.
Your comfort
He
zone is
tethered
your
me,
enemy.
bro.
One of the
Rip.
biggest
Help
barriers I
me.
can think of is when you live life trying to stay comfortable. Life will send you more
Bruh.
and more discomfort.
Our team is doing
Life will
wonders.
send you more
Look
and
at
more
Sam's
problems. Life will
score.
keep throwing rocks at you. Life will keep handing you resistance,
Yep.
struggles, issues.
Yeah.
And because
Oh, we got a
people are so
super up.
concerned about staying comfortable
Brother.
instead of growing and
Yeah,
reaching
you just-
higher,
you
because
know.
people don't want to address their
Oh, he's
limitations
not dead,
and
bro.
move beyond them, they
Oh.
keep struggling. Listen, you are not
dead,
here
bro.
on this planet to
Ugh.
sip apple martinis on the
You
beach
scared me.
and get yourself a tan. You are here to grow.
Ooh,
And if you make yourself
child.
I don't like pumps anymore.
life will give you plenty
You
of
don't like
reasons
pumps,
to
like
push
pump
you out of
shotties?
your comfort zone. So you have one of two options. Either you commit to
What do you say?
discomfort upon your own accord, and you become
What is that?
your own destiny.
Popes.
Hand over the keys, and you let life
Like PUBG?
Yo,
Like
he's
PUBG? You know, like
nuts.
PUBG?
The other path leads you to
No.
constant struggle and pain. It's
No,
your
Crucible.
What is PUBG?
job started Apple feeling comfortable about it. You think
That moment when you can't hit each other.
performance? You think
Explain it, Rex.
It's just like constant control and shit like that.
why are you giving into
You said something. Now you
Public
have to
games,
explain.
that's what it is.
chronic procrastination? Why are you running to the bar the moment your best friend texts you to come out?
What do you
You've
want?
got to be willing to make the hard decision. You've got to be willing to feel uncomfortable, to feel awkward, to face rejection, to fail, to
Try to
feel
get bold.
pressure. You've got to be willing to face those things.
got
because that's
nuts.
what's necessary for you to
I
grow.
tried to get bold of them, so I put it in the middle, but I
How many
missed the
times
ball.
you looked at your life and said, man, if only I
were
knew
too spread
then
out.
what I know now, I live my life so
I'm
differently.
murking them
It's
right
not
now
possible
with
then
my
that
pulse.
the life you are living now, you would be
I
living
don't use
differently
pulse.
if you began to develop an awareness that
I don't
you
like
do
a
not
pulse rifle.
currently have.
Use
Look
that
at my
high channel.
secret. Make sure I was
Well,
really
guess what?
using
The
it.
only way for you to develop knowledge and awareness
Please
is to
do
try
that.
things you have not yet tried, to do
Right.
things you have
Dad.
not yet done,
Don't-
to create
don't
things
laugh
you
at
have
me.
not
Rest
yet
of
done,
pepperoni.
explore places you have not yet explored. This is how you grow.
Water
That's how you
domes.
become the person who is worthy
Let's listen
of
to our
sitting on the
outside
beach with their
show.
favorite drink. Life rewards
Oh,
you
my.
with those experiences.
Take him out. What? Yo, J-Dog. J-Dog, look at that nade.
What you
That
calling me
killed me.
G-Dog for, you spastic?
Life does not accept payment
What's
plans.
your name,
Life
you
does not let you get
spastic?
away with experiences
You never called me that either sometimes since we first got back.
Yo.
J-Dog.
Yo.
Chicken, do you wanna play some Paladin?
Yo, Sam, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yo,
Yo,
Sammy.
Call me Goody, guys. Call me Goody.
So what, Nico Socket? What if we call you Baddie?
Call me Batty. Actually, I prefer Batty. Call me Batty. Just be like, what up, Batty?
Yo,
You're not
buddy,
bad.
how's
So
it going?
good. So I'm gonna call you
Yo,
normal.
Max,
What's up normally?
And my titties hurt so bad right now. Did we lose? Oh, dude, we lost.
Is what I suggest to you.
Dude, I'm eating cold pizza.
Sounds delicious, bro.
Yummy.
That's my dinner.
Just had a sandwich.
What, you just got some pizza out the freezer. You found munching it. Like, who needs ice cream? You can have pizza as well. Pizza ice
I've
cream.
done that before.
You're joking, right?
Eat it like properly. I took a bite.
Scatty boy.
No, it's just because like my mom is like nobody's gonna be in the house until like 2:30 a.m. to have to in
What, so you have to cook something that's frozen?
No, I'm just eating cold pizza from yesterday. That's my dinner, like.
Watch you develop into the person who you have always wanted to become. It's
Tastes like
all
plastic,
waiting for you
though.
outside of your comfort zone.
Plastic.
It's all waiting for you outside of your comfort zone. Hey, get the fuck outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, you. Yeah, you right fucking now. You heard the man.
Wait, you wanna
Get out of
play
your
that
comfort
then?
zone. Get the fuck on and popping, bro. Do what's necessary. Be a man. Be a man.
Vincent, you wanna play it then?
Maybe one more game.
Hey, Goody, I'm gonna get out.
Alright, brother. Well, it's a good plan. See you next time. Hey, do me a favor. Stop by stream Clan 1 or Clan 2 if you want to join either one of them. Either one's a great opportunity to get in with some people that are going to be playing D2. I'd love to have you.
I will.
Alright, brother.
Not because everything went right.
Later.
I made it despite the
Watch on me.
despite the huge challenges.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the game, hate the player. Don't hate your mama. Hate your mama.
Not because I stepped on others to get there. I made it because
Wait,
I
what?
That's correct.
because I know
That's the culture.
Don't hate your mama. Love your mama.
people get what they want and the world will give you what you want.
You guys ever had powdered peanut butter? My girl got some the other week. That powdered peanut butter.
That's not diarrhea.
I tried it. I tried it. It's fucking peanut butter, bro. Powder. It's like you put it in your. It's like. What's something that dissolves in your mouth, but then kind of becomes like a consistency? Like it actually, like if you put it in your mouth, and it will like the saliva will wet in it, and then it will turn into peanut butter, but it's powder.
I don't like peanut butter.
It's
And it sounds
That's like
disgusting.
It's not bad. It's powdered milk. Yeah, you add water and it fucking becomes It's something like that.
And you don't even add water. You just have a cup of the powder, and you're like, oh, look at me, I'm drinking milk.
Yeah. The same thing. I did a scoop on whatever. I did a protein shake today, and I did fucking peanut butter, powdered peanut butter in there. Good, because it adds protein to it.
And you just have scoops and then a glass of water, and you're like, oh mate, I'm having milk.
Right.
I like powdered water.
Powdered water. Nice, bro. Yeah, dude, don't worry. All you gotta do is add water to the powder, and presto misto, it becomes water.
No, you have to crunch it up, the water.
Crunch it up from which state?
Your hand.
You gotta pee on it.
No, but what is it before?
And then when you're done peeing on it,
you gotta make it hard. You should freeze it. And then
yeah, it's just ice. It's plastic.
one snipe. Come on, give me another one.
Can I get a breaker with a shotty? No. Yes.
I stole it. No, let's not leave this guy wrong. Oh shit.
This guy is running for his life.
Oh wait!
He got mad.
Wait a second, who killed though? That was my
No one's a faster Titan than me.
Apparently that guy was.
No.
Come on, you saw me from across the map.
You got a head start. You got a head start.
I got a head start. You want to be funny, boy?
No, that Titan got a head start.
Oh, I thought you were trying to make a joke. Because I got sniped in the head.
No.
I was about to say, that would be a pretty bad joke.
It's a very bad joke.
I've only seen like 2 people this entire fucking map.
Because we
You want
killed
to
him
see
too
people?
fast. We're that
Go
good.
ahead into the middle.
Yo, dude, yo, what the fuck, bro? Look at this retarded ass shit. This kid comes up short, shoulder charges, and I'm just spraying him. I got like 6 shots with fucking, like, I didn't miss a bullet. 6 shots. It's 17 damage apiece.
Ooh, that
That's 34. That's, yeah, maybe it's exactly 6 shots. But I got some 25 bangers in there.
I'm not a warrior, shot nonsense.
Keep going. Stay strong. Keep going.
You think I'm a warrior?
You're a garden warrior. You warrior the garden, you nance.
Superposition. Superposition.
No, you little faggot. Gotta get your action bolts out of here, dude. Get good at the game. Stop crutching on grenades. You fucking blow cocks, bro.
I'm too full of this cold pizza. I had it with 2 slices.
Amplification.
Oh.
What? Yo, I took him out, fam. He was weak.
I'm gonna get this kill, don't worry. Oh, he has a shotgun. Thank you, babe. Thank
Nah,
you,
this guy,
woman.
he's an ape.
That noob.
Hunger Games, I'm telling you.
Leave it to the warrior, man.
Universal mode means.
We're looking for the Legend 27. Does he weld
I am the
a
Legend 27, man.
Does he weld a Maxwell 64 full auto with a rangefinder?
I don't have rangefinder actually.
Well then, you're not the Legend 27.
No, the Legend 27 doesn't need that range.
Oh yeah, because the Legend 27 uses its OP connection, which is basically AIDS, so you can kill anyone across the map.
I double assisted there. Possibly even triple assisted.
Oh guys,
Oh, we're all dead.
Just
Just me? What? Yo, I thought for sure that actually.
Guys, do I sound like my name is Bife?
Vincent is warrior together.
Together we are... I was behind the box, how does that still get me?
We smashed each other.
Yeah,
That's so wrong.
You don't know me. You can fucking blow me. Why are you so bad at this game?
You fool.
They fight. Yo, whoa, Pony, slow down.
Yo guys, we're getting mad.
No way, man.
We just got triple. We're getting
I'll
mad.
kill them. I'll kill you.
Well, I'm gonna mug you off.
Mug me then.
Oh.
Come at me. Come here. Look at me. What are you running for?
Why lie for?
Come here. Look at me. Look at me.
Yo,
Alright, then
you
I'll
just
tell him for you.
marked me.
Yalla. Come at me, Matt. You want some?
He came at you pretty hard, mate.
Look
I've
at
been
me.
thinking
What
about you slipping into some
Come back
knickers.
here now.
You trying to come over to my crib, drink some
Will
whiskey?
you stop running?
You wanna go in about around the pony
Do you
bit?
wanna have a go?
You wanna go? Look at me. Look at me. You
We're
wanna
gonna
go?
go to Joe's and we're
I'm gonna have a good look at your teeth here on the floor in a minute. You don't stop with that
Yeah,
wanking,
solo
you wanker.
over.
Hey.
It's meant to be a British accent.
Are you, is that meant to be a question?
I'm not
Oh
British, by
no,
the way,
British
so
neither. I try though. Hey, I'm like Irish,
mate.
Scottish, European.
Well, I'm from
I'm like the mulatto of the white folk-land.
Potato.
Potato, potato.
There.
Why are you an old little child, hello?
Who you
Calling you,
little
you
child?
wanker.
Why in my house, boy?
Why do
my
your
little
parents
child.
not love you anymore? Because you grew the fuck up.
Cause I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
They
You
don't
haven't
like
grown
me
the
anyway.
fuck up yet. Maybe that's it.
I have actually.
Oh, I have actually. Blah
Oh,
blah
yeah,
blah
you
blah
put
blah. You
tall
didn't do
now,
shit.
It is my calling to greatness.
What you mean? What you mean?
I mean, what you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, what do I mean? I mean what I mean.
This guy sells
You
a
not know what I
sword,
mean?
yo.
You don't
Can we
know?
Take him out?
You don't know what I mean? You
No,
must
but you
work
know what
on
I
yourself. You need to improve yourself, man. And the only way you're gonna do that is through self-improvement. So improve on thyself with self-improvement. Get it?
Self-improvement.
Self-improvement is the greatest thing that you will ever encounter in your entire life. How to become better, stronger,
But why do I need to do
faster.
it if I
How to
there's
have the
nothing
awareness of what you need to do to take the steps to become the best version of you this life could ever see.
I will achieve success.
That's
You're too long. That's what she said. Haha.
I will work hard.
Yo, he
Of
gives
course
it
I'm too
thumbs
long.
down.
I will challenge the best.
I got thumbs down.
Of life's tests.
That
I
was a great
suppose
movie.
if I...
Give up when times are hard. It's easy to settle for an average life. It's easy to just go with the flow.
I'm done with this. This is
So? Charlie, that really hurt.
This guy sells the sword!
Charlie, that really hurt.
Charlie bit my finger.
Yes, indeed.
Charlie!
Charlie
That
cut
really
my
hurt.
finger. Charlie cut my finger.
Yeah, using swords. What do you have? You have balls.
You don't have balls, you have little tiny nutsicles.
Yeah, here we go. Show me the sword again.
He's not Charles.
You have balls for you.
Boy, are you the worst player I've... Oh, dude, this kid's on a 10 kill streak. Yo, somebody kill that Chan fan before it's over.
I am as well.
It's the sword guy. It's the
I'm a Russian. Get the shotgun to kill him. Ready?
Oh, it seems
I
like
do a
he
big
has
flank
balls.
here.
He has balls, guys.
Oh shit,
he has
he's right there.
balls.
Chan fan is double bodying.
I'm done with this. Oh my god.
Oh, he's, dude, he's running around hard scoping
Queenbreaker's
kids.
ball.
What he's doing there.
Pull us out, man.
I'll be back.
It was really bad. That dude was using universal remote.
Do you wanna go on now then? Or do you wanna stay on this? Vincent.
Not that I was headed my dreams, but that I had enough fight in me.
Vincent.
That I had enough belief in me to go after my dream. That I had the
Oi,
courage
mate.
to keep going, to push through the pain, to rise through the darkness, and to tell my story on the other side. My story. My blessed story. It doesn't matter where you are in life. If you don't feel blessed, you won't be blessed. You gotta appreciate what you have inside you before you can see the gifts outside of you. You gotta know your worth before you can be worth anything.
have been returning to orbit due to a network error. Thank you. Network error.
Before you will be blessed. Today could be the day. Are you ready to commit? Are you ready for greatness? Life can be brutal. Life can be unforgiving. If I had to sum up in one word the difference between the greats and the average, the difference between the successful and the nobodies of the world, one word, one attribute to describe the difference.
Maybe people wish they were for this way.
Discipline. If you don't have the discipline, you can forget about the trophy.
Silence.
You can forget about the success, the greatness. All champions have discipline. It's the discipline to work hard. You know, not when everyone is watching, but when no one is watching. When the fans aren't there. When the coach isn't there. When it's just you and your character. The discipline to eat strong, healthy foods. When you have
Yo guys, I'm back. I hope you didn't miss me too much, but no fear, I'm here. Shut up.
Do you want to stay on this or do you want to go on it now or swap?
You what?
Do you want to stay on this or do you want to go on it?
I don't know, Charlie.
I ain't Charlie.
I don't want to go to the temple.
Why do you sound like a robot?
If you haven't worked for it, if you haven't sacrificed for it,
No clue what you're saying, man. You're like very far away from your mic.
and you
Or from your monitor.
push through the pain. On the other side is growth. When pain comes, that means it's time to show character. Show me your character. Remain disciplined.
Do I sound better
Stay
now,
strong.
Guardian?
When it all seems hopeless,
No.
keep
Yeah.
plugging
Maybe.
away.
Dunno.
Nothing can stop
That is all I wanted to hear from you. Now get back onto the field and bring back victory.
Remain faithful to yourself and your vision.
Guess I made
Do,
a new
do I
video
sound like
music video.
Shax?
No.
Wait, he made a new one?
Yeah.
When?
Just there. 3 hours ago.
I bet it's crap. I
Little
bet
boy
it
wasn't
is.
bad.
Come on, little boy, come on then. Sounds crap already. He just hasn't got a rapping voice. Two birds, one stone. Oh gosh. Let's have a look at this, guys.
Do you know who? Do you know who Net Nobody is?
Hmm?
Do you know who Net Nobody is?
No.
Do you know who Sky does Minecraft is?
Yeah.
That's him. Sky does Minecraft. You should listen to his music video against KSI.
Send me a link to it.
It's just Net Nobody. You wanna play Paladin song?
He said
You
it
wanna
like
play?
3 times.
You wanna play it, Vincent?
Hmm? What?
Hmm?
Hold on. Yeah, if you guys want to get in, if you're still here, Jamarcus, yeah, bring it, bro. We got some people that want to join up. Ish. Yeah, Jamarcus, yo, join up, dude.
J-Dog, what?
No,
is
I think
that
it's a bit
slut?
boring.
I'm not playing that.
Clash, let's get it, baby.
What is that said?
Jay,
That's not
what
me
do you
playing
think
it.
I just have peanuts.
of the music video?
And they're so good.
I think it's just boring.
Here, look
It's
at net
nothing
nobodies.
interesting.
Look at net nobody.
I'll check
NET
that.
nobody.
Haven't finished.
What do you mean you haven't finished?
Just look. Then I need to start with half up.
You meant to do it twice.
Then
You should do 3v3 clash is boring.
Oh, I did it just once. Let me do mine quickly, please. Like, Star Wars for a while.
Vincent, NET nobody. Look at that one. And for like his latest. I don't even think it's that bad, honestly.
Yeah, we're doing 4s. 3s, I mean. Sorry, I can't count.
Oh, it's proper sweats now. Or is this just normal? Because I want to use my godly sidearm. Like, look at it. Look at the roll on that thing.
Are we going in? We're going
Look at
in
the roll on my sidearm.
Mate, that is dog crap. That is actually dog crap. Mate, you don't even have high caliber rounds, so I don't know what you even do. Yeah, it's a blue crappy. Why are people using sidearms as well? What is this? Look at me.
Wait, is this proper sweats?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh man. Says the man using modes.
Yeah.
Oh, this man now we're just gonna be spamming some dodgy sticky, one boss.
Yeah, Marcus. Welcome to. Yeah, say welcome. Say welcome. Why? Oh, they disrespect Jay. We gotta sort him out. He's like, I'm not having this. He didn't say welcome back.
That's
you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't come to a party and someone asks you to say welcome.
Today's gonna be a demonstration of domination, skill, prowess, empowerment, and embezzlement. Do you know how to embezzle your prowess into another person while you're showing skill? We're gonna learn today, guys.
No, but I know how to stick you.
I know how to stick you too. Let's go, yo. That's it. That's honestly all you have to do is stick people, and then you're God.
Exactly, man. Look at that, first kill, random stick. Never mind, I lied.
My hand hurts, so.
You don't have a hand.
Leave Miley alone.
Oh my god.
Is this skirmish?
Ooh.
Well, if you looked at the thing, maybe.
Personally, I think it's trials.
You are not entertained.
Are you not entertained?
I can't jump. I can't do it. Noob.
I'm no noob. I'll put you on YouTube if you can't be noob, bro.
That was a bit stupid. No, it should have tracked on here. Honestly.
Tracking. It's no.
Somebody just got womboed.
It's the truth.
Yo, mom's the truth. Hey, I heard she was an NBA player, and they named fucking Ronald Rifkin the truth. Why can't your mom be the truth too?
I was on about the Rock and
I need some men, bro.
Why you smell like chicken and shit, bro?
Yeah, why being boo chicken, bro?
Why you gotta be so boo boo at life?
Someone scare you or something?
How do I pew pew people? You first.
Lassie, do you have your white shot?
You buy a gun.
My white. Let me check. Let me check.
From the.
I won't kill you. I see.
Yo, Mr. Ghost, you wanna die, bro?
Yes, I want to.
No! Mr. J Dog, what's Chris to Fizz?
Stop calling me J Dog. It's just weird from you.
It's your name though. Mr.
Yo,
J
gay dog, come here.
That's a better name.
We'll call you gay dog. Is that okay?
Yo, hold up, guys.
So many people have said it. It's boring.
Almost wasted it. Yeah, I'm so happy you spawned.
The what? The preacher shotgun.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I have it on.
Because if we try to shock the battle with that, that's gonna be even funnier.
If I find you, I'm just switching to it.
100%.
How did it score?
Oh god. Look how bad it is. You did no damage there. So
Vincent
bad.
annoyed another one ball.
Oh my god.
Oh, sidearm. Getting a bit cheeky. Not even any full pay.
Outrange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a
actually dirty,
continental,
but
right?
Oh, double body.
Yeah, you didn't have
Ah,
the
you're very
damage,
good.
though.
I am.
The damage and the...
What is gun? Sorry for bad English.
Sorry for bad English.
Bad England. That's a good way to put it. Obviously, English is poor because of people from England.
You freaking scrub! Look at you! You freaking Mr. Party Walker one-tap melee.
No, Party Walker copied me.
Of course he did.
Party Walker's a
Mr.
straight
J.
smash.
Mate. Oh gosh, it's Sam Goody again.
Party Walker is a shit player.
I guess you kill someone else.
Party Walker looks up.
God! So bad! That's like 7
Jay, you gonna get Destiny 2 on your PC?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys should all get it, and then like I'll see if you guys are good enough, like with clips and stuff.
Oh my
you can
god,
make like
you
a
did
clip
fuck all there.
clan like Exiled Empire, and then be the best in Destiny.
You should, when you get it on, are you getting fights? When you get it on P, dude, add me on Blizzard like right now. If you're getting it on PC for real, no, add me on Blizzard.
I'm getting it with you gave me the money to get it pre-ordered. Did it on PC.
You're welcome. Oh, I did. That's right. You won my shit. You won the giveaway. Right. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Oh yeah. I gave you the money to do it. You didn't think I was gonna pay you out, did you? You're like, he's not gonna give me shit.
I don't know. I had some.
I'm a good guy. I try not to lie.
It's not as annoying though.
Oh my
I went
god.
into some kid's
No,
stream
it
and he's
does
like, "Yo, I'm doing a $100 giveaway." I'm like, "Alright, I'm gonna try win this." I go in, I win it, and then he ends the stream, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do another one tomorrow, guys. Don't worry." And then Five just messaged me. I messaged him, freaking banned me from his stream and blocked me and everything.
Wow. I'd make a every time he says he's gonna do that. That's a kid trying to get follows. You come in, you follow me, and I'm doing a $100 giveaway every 5 minutes.
I'm like, boy, I didn't have money to get sweets.
Well, that dude, you'd burn out. You'd still burn out.
Oh. No, I wouldn't burn
Gotta go slow.
It looked like you might though. No, you're pretty low on my
You're
screen.
so close.
What are you? Yo, how did you not die?
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh my god.
No.
Battle scrubs. Literally. We're just
Dude, mapped.
10 hours.
He's like, what is your battle tag? Mine is
I really
GT5
wanna try the
Master.
Queen Breakers.
Just so wait, you got it on PC, right? Yo, dude, add me on fucking.
Yours is GT5 Master.
No, way too far.
Are you sure?
That was still doing 27,
J-Dog, J-Dog, I think this might be GT Undercover.
It's GT5 Mace.
Wait, what did you say? GT5 Master. You know, he called his name GT5 Mesa because Master was taken.
Oh, it's GT5 Mesa, you're right.
Well, I'm like, just change the number. Yeah.
Mesa. What does that mean anything? Is that even a word?
It's meant to be Master, but he couldn't get it, so he just took out the T.
You can add me, it's Sam Goody 309. Do you want to add me? I don't have any friends on Blizzard. I have no friends on Blizzard.
I wasn't doing anything.
I don't have any friends.
Yeah, fight. You need to add me on Blizzard. I have no Blizzard friends.
Okay, give me a second. How do I even add people? Do I like...
Is that an exotic shotgun that you have there, Matthew? No.
Oh no, I'm opening the app. I've got like 3 friends on Blizzard.
That's OP.
Yeah, Sam Goody 309. Yep.
Yeah, friends.
Alright, so I'm here. I'm online. I go to add friend. How do I add you? What's your shit, bro?
I need to remember.
I need to remember.
Blizzard. Okay. I think it's my PSN without the X's and the space.
Shit, I gotta restart the app before it'll let me do it.
Fitch seized.
What up, Santos? What up, baby?
J-Dog.
Fitch. You call me J-Dog, I'll call you Fitch.
Okay, fine, I'll stop. I'll stop. Stop making me cry. Okay. No, it's Fight C is one word, no space. I'm gonna change it to my actual one though. It'll be like OV.
So battle tag, it's fight. Seized. It's not pulling anything up.
How do I edit stuff? What's yours?
Sam Goody thrown that. It's you click the little like you on the app. I don't know.
Oh wait.
How do I spell it?
I need to do an update.
Why did I leave?
Fight ceased. Hey, much love, Santos. Much love, baby. You coming on?
Oh, hard work. My dad was right about you. You do pay off.
Alright, I'm back on.
I'm trying to get people with PCs to add me on Blizzard. I'm actually gonna change the title of my stream to that.
Friends.
Where are you? I need you.
Game.
Hard work. I trust.
General. About. It's not here. How do I add people? Oh wait, there's a friendship tab. That makes sense.
I wish I wasn't at work, dude. I'd join you. Got you. You're just chilling at work, my dude. He's just kicking it. Kicking out back, relaxing out, playing some b-ball outside out of school with a couple of girls.
Oh, wait. Is GT in your stream?
Yeah.
Is that... Oh, of course he is. No wonder. Is it, ask him... Oh, can he hear me? Is he at home?
He should be.
He asked me to do something on Overwatch, but I haven't done it.
Overwatch? You play Overwatch?
No, he wanted me to open up some chests for him. But then I couldn't sign on because he didn't tell me the security questions.
How can you sign on if you don't have Overwatch?
He has it on his account, I just log in.
Alright, so GT5 Master number 2288. Okay. So here mine is Sam Goody 309 numeric sign 1634. So what you do is you find it, you go to add friends, you click that, and then you type in Sam Goody 309 and then hashtag 1634.
GT5 Master is a very bad Destiny player.
You were born to succeed.
And he knows it.
I think I sent it to you. Did you receive anything?
Hold on.
And he believes in you. I don't care. The greatest
Is there a way to change your name?
Not that I know of.
Oh no, mine needs to make another account.
I'm not seeing anything, no. Wait, one pending. Yep, Jamarcus. Yo, I got you, Jamarcus. Let's go. You're on Blizzard.
I want to upgrade my graphics card before the game comes out.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I gotta turn off this fucking powerful shit.
I'm too poor.
$10? You need to pay $10.
Alright, so you need to upgrade your graphics card to what?
I have a 1080 right now, but I want to get the Ti.
What? Why would you get the Ti?
Why not?
Just give it to me. I'll give you my 1050 Ti. And just like add 30.
What should I do then? I think I should trade it in, to be honest.
No, do you have a 4K monitor?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have like 2 4K monitors?
This guy's off to go.
I don't know, because your 1080 can power up to 3.
Right, no. I mean, just running at 60 frames, that's quite demanding, don't you think?
Wait. You're only getting 60 frames on... Do you have... Jamarcus, do you have PUBG?
No.
You should get that. It's on Steam. But realistically, the only reason you're gonna get 60 frames ever is because your monitor is only 60 hertz.
Right.
Oh, you have VSync on.
I know that. I'll probably
Guys, I have to go.
So then what do you mean? I have a 1080 Ti.
Yeah, I know.
And I get 160 frames in games that are low graphics. You know, like I don't understand why you're only getting 80 frames on 4K with the 1080 or 60 frames.
I don't think I can hit 60 frames on 4K with just 1080. I can do it easy on 1080p, but not.
You're probably running like ultra graphics or something. That's your problem. And some games have poor servers, like you run off one core instead of all of your cores, which will reduce your CPU efficiency for the game, which will lower your your frames per second.
Okay.
What are you playing that you're only getting 60 frames on?
Overwatch is fine. That doesn't require much. Watch Dogs usually can only get to like maybe 27, 28 frames.
Wow.
Damn.
It's really.
There's something going on with that. Dude, you got a 1080, bro, on a 4K monitor. You should still be like, I can go ultra with the TI, and I'll get like 100.
Yeah, because
I'll get 100 and yeah.
You guys stupid. I know that much. It's like that's a Titan killer right there.
Like there's no point to really. I mean the TI. I don't know. I feel like I spent $300 more. Not 300. How much? What's the difference between 1080 and 1080 Ti?
It's like a
100.
Right. I think. It's only 100. It's worth it, I think. Like if I were to just.
If you could for $100, I'd say. I mean, you get 30%, so you're paying $3 per percent. What's your processor?
That's stupid. Processor, I think. Hang on. I think it's a 6800K.
Okay, that's pretty good. You've got a monster computer, bro. You don't need shit.
I don't know, if I had to change it, it'd just be the graphics card, and I'll just trade it in. Like if I can't go to the store and trade in,
I don't even think you're gonna register a difference between the 1080 and a 1080 Ti just playing Destiny 2, unless you've got like 2 other monitors up doing other things using your GPU. I guess realistically.
I do have 3 monitors. They're not. Only one of them is 4K, but the other 2 are always on at the same time. So maybe that's it.
I don't know. I'm not sure how to split the whole power before. I feel like if you're on a 1080, like if you go to user benchmark. Okay, yeah, I just Google user benchmark.
Wait,
Google it. Dude, do me a favor. You take your 1080 user benchmark, that you click the user bench home or whatever. It's userbenchmark.com. You can actually download their free download right there at the front of it. Download that. That'll give you a what is it? It's a benchmark tester. Basically, it'll just test your graphics and your CPU and everything, and it'll give you a ranking out of all of the computers in the world with all of the different types of processors and GPUs. It'll rank you how, like, anybody that runs your setup that has the same RAM, the same situation, it'll tell you where you sit percentage-wise with the actual gear that you have, and it will base it out of 100. I think with a 1080 Ti or 1080 and a 60, I bet you're over 100% on video games. I bet you are 100% on all video games. I bet you're 100% on what's the other one? I forget. The workspace is a little bit lower. I think that has more to do with your CPU. But let's be real. Like you should be really good. You'll actually like what you see probably in user benchmark. You'll see how it runs the algorithms. It just tests your computer. It's like a little mini stress test. Just gives you back the quality, how well you're doing. So download that, but you don't have to download that. Go to compare. If you just click the compare, you can go to GPU. And you can see the.
No, I already downloaded it, and I'm already running it. I'm running it now.
1080.
Yeah.
So you get the difference between the 1080 and the 1080 Ti is. All right. So right now the GTX 1080 is 515. The 1080 Ti is 740. You're gonna see a 24% boost for that $200 and something. You're only gonna get 24%. Your average user bench is only 23% faster. Realistically, dude, like the 1080 is the 3rd fastest GPU out of 544 in the world right now. Yeah, like you've got a beast of a fucking machine. Like the 1080 Ti is #1, but it's tied with like a couple other things too. But let's be real, like if I look at, like, I can scroll down, I can see count for Overwatch, you should be getting 131 frames.
Oh yeah. Overwatch.
Do you know what the 1080 Ti is supposed to be getting? Can you guess? No, 140. 9 more frames per second on Overwatch. That's all you'd get, just a 7% increase. Yeah, the only games you're going to see huge jumps would be like Battlefield 1 gets a 24 frames per second increased for Battlefield 1 FPS. For Battlefield 4, it's only a 4 FPS difference. For The Witcher, it's only like a 12. Otherwise, like League of Legends, you'll get 270, I'll get 277. You're gonna pay $200 for 7 frames.
Right. Okay. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so I finished the test. It's at 103% for the first one. I think destroy is like 73. What's the
Destroyer? It's just a ranking. It just says you're a destroyer. So what did you get for the first one? Gaming. 103. So you can literally play all the video games in the market right now. Destroyer. Now, does it give you a reason why? Okay. Like, can you scroll down? Does it tell you why you scored higher or lower in some areas? It should give you information. Here, I'll run the test myself right now, actually. I can't remember. It should take you to the website. It should give you a little thing. You should be able to scroll down and it should say these are some of the reasons where you stack up. Like 73%. It should say based off of. Don't just pay attention to those scores. Scroll down and look at the percentages of where you sit with people who have the same stuff as you. You know what I mean? Compared to them, like, are you 100%? Are you 80%? You know, if you're like above 80% to like 100-something% with some of those components, dude, you're doing really well. Otherwise, there might be certain issues. You got other programs running in the background. 4K, if you run 4K graphics, you're gonna lose a lot of, especially if you're running higher quality shit. You know, you're gonna lose frames per second on your 4K, realistically. But what's the difference between 144 and 60 frames per second? Besides the number.
Not too sure. Like, my monitor is restricted to 60 hertz.
How many?
Also. I can't go past like 60 hertz
Gotcha.
on my monitor. So my 4K. So yeah, I can't, like, even if it could go higher, it just can't.
Because it's only a 60 hertz monitor, right? Oh, well then, yeah, that's why you're only getting 60. Dude, do you have a 1080p with something higher?
1080p with
like, well, you know how you have 4K that's like 3560, and then 1080p is like 1920 by 1080 pixels, so it's just like your regular 1080p monitor with like a higher refresh rate, like hertz. Do you have like a 144 hertz or anything?
Right. On this monitor, I'm not too sure. How do I check
on your monitor? Well, you're gonna have to check the brand and see what your refresh rate is. I'd look at the model number on the back, type it in, and find out what the refresh rate is on Google or something. I scored 119 UFO. I got desktop at 109, and workstations is at 77. I got a battleship on that. But let's be real, like, I've never actually, no, I was at almost 100 for workstation at one point.
Well, you stream and all that on your PC, so I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I went with the system that I have. So I could stream and play games on PC at the same time without really fucking myself over in one or the other. I've got a good setup, but I'm scoring like 79%, like 23 user benchmark. The average bench is 96. I got a 79. Something about I'm performing in the 30th percentile of my RAM right now. I don't know what that is, but I think it might be because I have OBS running in the background. I have Discord. I've got InkBot up, and I've got my NVIDIA control panel going with YouTube and fucking I'm watching my stream. So there could be something to do with that. I really don't feel. I feel like that's really low for my RAM, but you can literally see where you ranked for it. Like I'm 47th percentile for your hard drive, your graphics card. Where did you bench for your graphics?
Hang on. Let me do it again really quickly.
I scored really low on everything because I think I have a bunch of stuff up. PC performing below expectations. I'm 24th percentile. So everybody that has the same, so 76 people who have the same computer that I do, the same shit basically. 76 people out of 100 did better. So I'm like the bottom of the barrel, but I've got a lot of shit running right now. Yo, Slaughter and Wilson says 29 for normal, 28 for pre-order. Yeah, get Destiny 2, guys.
Hey, do you want to start the game while we...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't want to do scrims. Let's do Clash.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, there's a lot of things. Yo, Cowboy! Yo, he's like, when's the beta for PC? The 28th. Oh, dude, I didn't even see your question. My bad, dude. Holy fuck, I literally read through your name. I thought it was a Nightbot post or something. I thought it was like a bot post or a mod bot post. Yeah, the 28th. It's coming out. Did you get your PC, bro? Did you get it? Yeah, we've got so on Monday's when the beta for PC comes out. But yeah, dude, you really like the 1080 to 1080 Ti, like it's not, you're not gonna see for frames per second, shit like that. You know, and if you only got a 60 hertz monitor 4K, honestly, I wouldn't even play on the 4K because it's got a slower input lag. I'd play on one of your other monitors if they're 1080p, then 1 millisecond. Yeah, I'd go with that over it for sure. Yeah.
Alright. I'll probably be more casual on PC, just because like everything's gonna be like the thing on PS4, you know, like everyone's gonna be on PS4, I think. Because PC is so expensive. But I'll play on PC like when I screen around and stuff. Not so much PvP.
Got you. Well, dude, yeah. If you wanna come screw around and help me do some child care, bro.
PC? Oh.
It's
man.
gonna be weird.
Oh my god. Mouse and keyboard is
well,
not
here's the
my
thing.
thing, dude.
Here's the thing, bro. Destiny comes out on PlayStation in like 12 days, right? 13 days, right? It's you got over a month and a half before it comes out on PC. You're gonna basically beat everything on PlayStation. You know what I mean? And if they don't have trials, what else are you gonna do? You might as well play PC for, you know, throughout the day. Besides trying to get the gear that you can't get because there's so many. I'm excited to see how really big and expansive this is. I want to fucking spend a month and a half and only touch like half the weapons in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love for that.
That'd be cool, but I honestly don't think that's the case. It just, I don't know, it's Bungie, man. Like, they're gonna throw everything at us so we get it all at once, you know? That's just me, though. I'm scared to see that happen, but I think it's...
You're just gonna give us everything up front. Boom! There it is, all in like a shit brick. Nice.
Yeah.
well.
That sucks, but I don't know. I mean, the trials are like kind of like time gated, kind of like the Raid 2 in a sense. Like they're gonna wait a week for that, but overall, I think we're gonna get everything quickly. I mean, the 80 missions, story missions. I mean, that'll take some time, but for the most part, I think it'll go pretty quickly.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I look forward to is being ready for PC. Is I'm already gonna know how to get everything, where to get everything, you know, what's the best farming strategy, stuff like that. So it's just, if anything, like I'm probably gonna take PC competitively just a little bit better. Dude, you have a 1080 with a hell of a fucking, you know, like, I mean, if you turned everything off, like turned off your computer, restarted it up, closed down some of those background applications that you don't need, and run that benchmark, I bet you'd be a little bit higher even, you know.
Okay. So GPU score on Galaxy, it's 390.3 frames per second. GPU score on Sphere is 238. What's the Galaxy and Sphere? Is that like the little
when you're thinking, okay, so you were in something differently than me. I'm using parallax, mrender, gravity, and splatting, right? Those are like your frames per second. For those type of calculations, for like mapping, for like different graphic rendering. I don't know specifically what it is, but like for like mrender, I got 263. For parallax, I got 558. See, some of these average benchmarks are a lot higher for the GTX Ti to the 1080, but if you really look at like the difference between games, it's really not. No, it's not at all. There's like hardly a difference, and that's because games, like the future of video games, isn't going to be more intensive on your PC, because that's going to limit people who can play it and play it well. Nobody wants to buy a $3,000 machine to play a $50 video game. People would rather buy a $150 machine to play a $50, you know. So they're not going to upgrade the graphics and shit. If you have a 1080, you're good for the next 5 years. You'll be able to run every game, no problem. You can probably run really high graphics, so long as your 4K is killing your fucking. It's gonna kill your like my 2.5K. I got 165 Hz, but I only hit like 140 frames on very low settings for like. Dude, do me a favor, Razor, bro. If you want to practice for D2, get fucking PUBGs, man. I will play the shit out of that game with you. Not Razor, Jamarcus. I'm sorry, but get it and then practice playing that shit and some other first-person shooters. Get your shot on point, bro.
All right, goody. I'm gonna.
How much is it?
Yeah, it's $30 right now. It's $30. Paladins? You're gonna play Paladins? Yo, how the fuck do you play Paladins?
Yeah.
I know. I downloaded it. I was playing it the other day.
Yeah.
You ride the little horsey out into the middle of the field and shit. Fun. I'm not bad. I'm definitely not bad at it. It's just like Overwatch.
We should come on to it.
Yeah. Well, give me a minute to talk with these guys, because we're doing this. But yo, if you guys don't have a full team, I might jump in there in a minute.
I'm just on it, Jay.
Just make sure it's a public party or something, so I can just sneak in when I do.
What's Paladins? Is that Kind of like the Overwatch thing, like similar to Overwatch, right? Okay.
Shitty characters.
They actually make you buy characters.
Oh,
No,
do
you
they?
can buy them through the game as well.
You can't. You have to pay money for them though.
No, you don't. There's a way to get gold. If you get gold during games, then you can buy it right at gold.
Oh,
or
really?
using your own money.
You can get everything for free. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a mix between League of Legends and Overwatch in the way that you buy and use characters. But they have a couple free ones you can use throughout. They would rotate their characters, which ones are available, shit like that.
Wow. Okay. My brother plays it a lot, but like I have no idea like what he's doing when he's spamming his controller.
Yeah.
So it looks really.
It's not. It's really not. You just gotta figure.
Yep.
Like I set it up in a
buttons.
way. Like one of the characters that you can use this week is that chick that snipes. I think. I don't know when they changed that, but she's got like that zoom, and so I mapped the button so L1's like aim down scope, and then R1's fire. But you can charge. You know, the longer you go aim down scope, the more you charge the bullet. So you can either spam it or you can charge it, and you almost one shot with her, like for real. She's pretty badass, but it's a fun game. It's like Overwatch, but I'm not a big fan of that shit. Did I get another follow? What's going on, guys? Hey, yo, Donnie Darko, what's up? Yeah, I was waving at you in that fucking game we were playing. I was there, I waved at you. I died, and then I went AFK for, like, the rest of it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, but I saw you. What's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, dude. World's fattest cat in stream right now, if you want to know. Yeah, you don't really get, there's no frame, you're not going to get much of a frame increase. I don't know for Destiny 2, but realistically, it's going to be uncapped. So, like, but I don't think your eye really won't render much more than 60 FPS anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
I think there's like a certain point you can recognize, like I think 140 or 144 you can start to recognize the difference, but anything in between it's like not too much of a difference. So.
You know, 60 frame. If you're getting 60 constant, that's your GPU doing the max. Like, some people have 4K monitors and their GPU can't even get them 60 frames. They'll get like 30. You know, like, so your GPU is capable of doing more with just a higher refresh rate. You need a higher hertz on your monitor. So check out what your monitors, find out which one has the higher hertz, has the higher hertz refresh rate or whatever. And then play on that one. You'll get 75 frames if it's 75. If it's 144, you'll get 140. I bet you'll get 144 depending on what your graphics are. I play in a 2.5K on PUBG. I can put the graphics all the way up to ultra. I'll bounce between like 85 and 105 for like frames per second. But if I drop that down to medium, I'll get 144. You know?
You don't play on max, do you?
No, never play on max. Why? It's working your GPU harder for what? Graphics? Graphics across just about every single video game out there are shit anyways. Like, I have yet to see a game that I'm like, oh my god, these graphics make me want to rip my eyes out. You know what I mean?
Nah. Okay, I hear you.
Like, what are graphics? If anything, they're gonna slow down your performance. And anybody you're playing against, anybody like you match against, is gonna be running the lowest stats to get the best specs, to get the fastest speed and refresh, to kill you faster. You know, nobody wants to be slower.
Right. Okay.
And like, that's one of the things that kills me too, is like, people can run very low specs, like they have shitty computers, they can run very low settings, and they can do just as well as people with monster computers running high settings.
Right.
You know what I mean? If not better. Like, you know, so it's like, it's almost like it's an unfair advantage to run low specs, but everybody does it. I don't know, there's a couple of things that are interesting about it. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, that's cool though, man. Yo, you got a monster fucking computer. I love the I'm glad you added me on Blizzard.
Yeah, I only got it a few months ago. Oh yeah, like I think I'll play it. Like, I just need to get used to PC, you know, like the mouse and keyboard. Like,
Yo,
I've never been a PC gamer.
Pick up PUBG.
So
pick up PUBG right now, dude. Pick up PUBG right now. Can you do it?
Right now, I don't have.
You don't got money? How much money you got?
No, I can't. Like
alright, I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10.
Job right now. No, dude, it's fine, dude. Don't worry. I'll get it later for sure. It looks like an interesting game to like start somewhere. At least on PC, right?
Yeah.
But I'll get it somewhere down the road for sure.
No, fuck that. I'll just give you $10 right now. Just get it right now. Just give you 10. It's fine, dude. It's fine. It's fine.
No, it is.
All you gotta do is tell me you'll do a couple carries with me in fucking on trials, or we'll play some trials together in D2, and then you'll earn it. That's you earning it. Don't worry about it.
D2 PC? Earning? Nah, dude, I don't. I have morals, man. I can't
Morals,
waste money.
bro, dude, it's a gift.
Dude.
I bought the game for 2 people already. I've straight up bought the game for 2 people already. Why? Because I don't have enough friends to play with online anyways. That's why.
Dude, I'll play with you, dude. I will play with you.
I know, but I really want to get you on there and just see how you feel about it right now. If I gotta wait days, bro, I'd rather just give you the 10. How about I loan you the 10 and then you can pay me back? He's like, I really didn't want to get the game, and now he's like, he's trying to get me to buy it for him.
No. It's not like that, dude. Okay, look, I will get it. Just right now, it's like, I don't know, school's starting soon. Like, I have to go to college soon, so it's like, I gotta worry about that.
I just started classes on Monday.
Like, my first year.
Yeah, I started on Monday. I actually already had a 20. I had a 20 slide, 20 to 30 slide PowerPoint due yesterday, and I started on Monday. That's crazy. Yeah. It's a big project for your first assignment. I don't even think it's graded. Yeah, he's just kind of like, you gotta. I know. I went first on everybody. I was like, he rigged it, so I went first. I think he likes me, but I can't tell if he likes me or not. But like, he drilled everybody with questions. He didn't really drill me that hard. You know, he's like, can you explain what a ledger is? And I'm like, yeah, it's basically a digital list of things that are recorded. You know, that is contains information. What's up?
Right? Like, what are you doing, like, for your
information technology, systems assurance, and securities.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense then. So I get more aware.
No, the only reason I'm aware of this PC shit is because I built my computer 2 months ago. And I did research. I legit found a whole bunch of shit out. I compared, I found out about user benchmark, bro. And I was like, oh my god, there's so much shit here. Oh, I got the kill though, GG's. I'm like, I didn't know what it was. And then I've had people come and ask me questions. I've legit shut down stream and spent 10 hours helping people answer questions about what they should get for their computer. I've literally looked up different types of RAM, motherboards, what's the fastest, what's the most quality, what's more bang for their, 10 hours I've shut down for just one person who asked me what type of motherboard they should get. Yeah, I love to help people, bro. I love computers. I built my computer. I'm fucking addicted, bro.
Right. So, can you quickly explain what? I have 32 gigs of RAM right now installed on my PC. What's RAM do exactly? My brain tells me it stores memory or something like that.
Random access memory. It's how many things your computer can kind of do at once, and how fast it can kind of do it. The more RAM you have, the more you can do, the faster. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's a limitation. Every app you run on your computer requires so much RAM. It uses a little bit of that random access memory to save information and then access it again quickly and reads and writes to it, I guess. Whatever. It's not like a hard drive, but there's things out there. But yeah, so running OBS for me, or running PUBG runs. If I run OBS to stream in PUBG, with just my operating system and Discord open, and maybe a YouTube channel. Right now, I'm probably at about 9 gigabytes of RAM out of the 32 that I got. So but here's the thing: I don't need anything more than that. You know, everything uses RAM. RAM's just the amount of space that you have to store and function everything properly. I don't know. It's kind of look up random access memory, dude. Very simply put, the more you have, the more programs you can run that require more RAM. You know what I mean? The more RAM that's required, you know, if you have a program running that requires 8 gigabytes of RAM and you only have 6 on your computer, it's gonna run really sloppy. It's not gonna store or load as fast. It's gonna be a really bad time. You know what I mean? But if you have 32 gigabytes of RAM, there's probably nothing you can do on your computer right now unless you're doing huge video graphic rendering and shit. That'll
no.
Yeah, so you're honestly, your RAM is enough to last you into the 2025s probably. You know, right now the sweet spot has been 8 gigabytes of RAM for just about every game ever made. You know what I mean? Recently, and I mean they're slowly moving from 6 to 8 and even 4. You know, but right now, the more RAM you have, the more capable you are of running those more newer, up-to-date shit. So you're future-proof, dude. You are so future-proof with your computer, it's not even funny. But random access memory is, yeah, you want a certain amount of it, but after 32 gigs, anybody running 64 gigabytes of RAM, why have a 1080 Ti? Like you're like the difference between RAM and the 1080 Ti is you're not even really using it. Especially like you have a 1080 and I have a 1080 Ti. If I had the same monitor as you and it was only 60 hertz, I'd still only get 60 frames. So why the fuck would I want the Ti if I don't have something better? So by getting the Ti, it allows me to get something better, you know what I mean, or more of it. But it's barely gonna really produce a benefit. Just like RAM, you have 32 gigabytes of RAM. You probably use 12 at max if you stream and you play video games and you're doing a whole bunch of shit, you know, while doing like voice editing software. Like you might use 12 gigabytes of RAM and the rest of it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. So you don't need more RAM, but dude, 32 gigabytes of RAM is, you know, it's depending on what it is, like how fast it like.
It's like a good spot to have, right? Like just the right amount. Like,
yeah, no, you're well above. Yeah, you want 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's the sweet spot for every computer on the market right now. I'm sorry, I'm not even paying attention to the game. I'm just playing. I'm just playing while I'm talking. I'm trying to think while I play, and I can't talk and play at the same time, really.
Yeah. I'm like
yeah. Except that, yeah. I see you shotgunning over there. I don't think I've won a gun battle in like the whole time. I'm pretty sure I just keep getting raped. I'm not paying attention.
No biggie. All right. Well, I was thinking about getting a TI, but like,
I know that's
maybe
no. Like, what are you gonna run that's gonna do? Like, where are you gonna see the benefit? Where is it going to come in on your monitor, your graphics, your frame per second? Absolutely not. And especially if you don't have, like, your 1080 will run that 4K monitor up to, I mean, I have a 2.5K, and depending on what game I play and what graphics I play on, like, that changes. But I run low settings. Why? So I can get the most, I can max out my frames. I can run on medium and max out my frames. Anybody else that has a lower, like not a 1080, like a 1070, who's running a 2.5K, they'd have to be on low, you know. And anybody running a 1060 would have to be on very low to maybe even hit 144 frames per second. But what's the difference between 100 and 144 to the eye? It's nothing. You know, like the only thing you really want would be like, you know, like you want to make sure you've got a good CPU. You know, your processor needs to be good so it can render the game in a way that's not just graphically, but like it can run the algorithms that makes it smoother play. Like some people who play PUBGs, the game initially runs off of one core, you know, and then there's something you can do to the loading settings and change the ini files that allow it to run off multiple cores. It'll use all available cores for your system to run the game, and it makes it so much smoother, man. It'll double your frame rate from 30 to 60. People, you know, it's changed lives. I've had people say, I can't believe like the game is so much better now. You know what I mean? Hey, Litz Buckets, I see that. I can't read your comment, but I see Litz, and then I see Remember. Yeah, I know you're in the game that we're playing. I'm not paying attention, whatever, GGs and shit. But yeah, no, I'm not reading comments. Yeah, dude, there's no point. There's no point to get the TI unless you have like 4K monitors and they're all running different, you know, like you're not gonna get any benefit. You're just spending more money for nothing. Honestly, I thought about it. I was like, dude, I want to get 64 RAM, and then I was like, I got 3200 RAM, the 3200 instead of the 2400 that you can get that most motherboards require or you know prefer. There are actually, if I would have went with 2400 RAM, I'd actually have a faster computer. Because I bought quad channel RAM and I only have a dual channel motherboard. And it only runs at such a speed, and so like it's good enough. Like I can run with everything else, but it would be better if it was, you know, if you actually had the right size fit. You know, if your stats are closer to what it's supposed to be, you'll get more performance than having something super powerful that you don't even get to use half of the power for. There's no turbo boost because you never hit that max. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
Yeah, you're driving in a car going 60 miles an hour. You're hitting the gas pedal. You can do 100, but you hit the gas pedal. There's a throttle breach. You know, there's a throttle in there. There's nothing that'll, you know. Yeah, so don't do it. Don't waste your money, dude. Save your cash. Save your cash and invest in maybe a newer monitor. Maybe if you're only getting 60 frames, get a honestly, dude, 1080p fuck 4K. Fuck 4K. 4K is not the future until they make 4K cheap as shit. And think about it. Video games graphics are going to get better, yes, with 4K. And then they're going to come out with 8K. But here's the thing. There's still going to be so many people playing on 1080 monitors because they're cheaper, the refresh rate, and the graphics aren't that different. You know? Like, oh my god, dude, I'm so glad I spent this extra $400 in this monitor so I can have less frames per second. But a much more beautiful, spectacular picture in this game. Like, I like the way the blood really explodes from the Guardian's face in 4K. It doesn't really do it so artfully, you know, on the 1080p monitor. You know, 4K is really where you get the... Nah, that nobody's ever said that. You get retards that are like, dude, I can't play if the graphics, like, you get retarded idiots that are like, I can't play if the graphics aren't the best. But, like, if the graphics are the best, like, you either need to have the most top-of-the-line system to run everything at the best graphics and still maintain competitive speeds.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I love the bitch.
I know, like, CS is, like, competitive guys, they always run at the lowest settings. I know that. Just so they can get the highest frame rate. But I haven't really heard about that for other games, but like, I don't know. I'm not in the PC scene.
Got you. No, I fucking, dude. You got me talking about PCs, bro. I probably won't shut up for another 2 hours. I'll just keep talking. I'll just keep saying the same shit over and over.
I'm still learning.
Well, that's cool though. Well, if there's anything else you got questions for, I feel like I'm telling you shit I've already told you. So.
Okay, here's another one. My brother got a specific motherboard, right, for my PC, because he's the one who picked the parts. I was like, okay, you know what, your old PC was like absolutely garbage, right? Because, like, I had it for 8 years, so I was like, you know what, just get something stupid right now, so like you don't have to upgrade it later on. So he got a specific motherboard. It's like, is there specific parts you can only put on specific motherboards, or?
No, yeah, it just depends on how up to date the piece of product is that you're putting on the motherboard. How new's the motherboard compared to the new graphics card or to the new RAM? Like, you know, most things most motherboards come with a set BIOS, right? It's like the software that it's capable of running. Like if you bought a motherboard from 3 years ago, it's still top of the line. It's still really good motherboard, but it's 3 years old. If you try and put some higher, newer RAM out there that it hasn't really been updated for, you're gonna need to update the BIOS and get it to be able to run that the way you have to get it, so the software will actually register the new physical hardware that you have. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like you don't know about your computer can't talk about the 2018 models yet because it's a 2016. But once you update its files, it will recognize that that's a 2018. Right.
Right.
So yeah, there's certain things that you can and can't do on some motherboards. Some, like, there's the X99 series, bro. Like, where those are the dual channel motherboards, or not the dual. I mean the quad channel motherboards, but like I'm trying to remember now because I spent a decent amount of time looking them up, but they're the extreme motherboards for like extreme processors. They're like if you want to get the $1,400 processor with 48 cores or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like the super extreme. Yeah, it's almost like industrial. It's almost like industrial shit. Now, yeah, you can make some of those into gaming machines, but you're not really gonna be. It's not. I feel like it would just be a waste of money on a gaming machine unless you had like a couple computers, like a couple things hooked up to it in some sick fucking way. Like I don't know. Hold on. But yeah, some of those motherboards allow you to do more futuristic shit, more advanced things. Where like some of the other motherboards won't. Some older motherboards won't use different processors. They won't use like the i5, like not the KB Lake, but the Skylakes. They won't use the Skylake. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was wondering about that because my brother is having problems with his RAM. I don't know. My dad said something stupid like, "Okay, you don't have enough RAM now." I was like, "No, you have 32 gigs." So they went out and bought another 32 gigs of RAM. Like, okay, I don't think that was a problem to begin with. But if his computer kept like shutting off for no reason, right? So my dad was like, "Okay, maybe not enough RAM on your PC." Like, I don't know about that, but anyway, they went out and bought another set of 32 gigs for some reason.
Do you want to check how much RAM your computer uses? Control-Alt-Delete. Go to your what is it?
Oh yeah, I know that, the control panel and all that. Yeah, he's done that. Like I have my own PC, he had his own PC, so it's like, you know. But he went out and bought another set of 32 gigs because he thinks that'll fix the problem for his PC shutting off for some reason. But I don't think RAM's the problem. What do you think's the reason for his PC just shutting down?
It could be overheating. It could be your processor. Like, did he just build it or something?
He built it about a year ago. It's like still somewhat new, I would say.
Well, if you built it a year ago,
he got 1080 as well. He's got I forgot what the processor was, but I think it's a little bit better than mine, to be honest.
6800K is really good. Especially the i7s, like that's not bad at all. I don't know. I don't know why I mean, it could be his power supply. It could be his power supply is killing itself for some reason. Maybe it's overheating. Maybe he's got a bad core in it.
Okay.
I honestly, one of the things that I do if I don't know what's going on, bro, is Google it, man. Google like issues. You'll find answers. I mean, I saved some kid a bunch of money that I've met on PUBGs because like when I built my computer, I didn't hook up my sync plate correct, right? And I noticed that when I was checking my BIOS and I was going into like the computer, I was doing these CPU benchmarks. It was slowly getting worse and worse and worse. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I noticed that my processor was only running at 3.2 gigahertz instead of 4.2. And I was like, well, what? How do you overclock? Depending on what motherboard you get and what actual, like, some motherboards make it really easy with the components. You have to overclock it because they come with settings. My motherboard comes with a setting I can overclock by like clicking a button. Like I literally can go onto my motherboard right now. I can turn a dial and it will overclock to whatever setting I want it to. And there's 11 overclock settings. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
But honestly, don't overclock. Don't overclock because it's just gonna burn your computer out faster.
Don't?
You're like one of the reasons you want to overclock, like, is if like you really notice that, like, maybe in a couple years when there's games coming out that it's like it's harder for your CPU and shit to run. You know what I mean? But right now, dude, you've got a fucking monster. You don't need the overclock. I mean, it's not even gonna get you much performance benefit when it comes to gaming, anyways. Right. Can I please buy you PUBGs? Like, holy shit.
No, dude. I need to get my priorities straight before I break them again. You know, like with gaming. I play so much, so like right now, like. College is around the corner for me. Like, let me figure that out before anything else. Like, that's what my dad keeps telling me. Like, I gotta like focus on like school before anything, right? And like, I still need to make. Oh my god, there's so much going on right now. But like, I've watched a lot of PUBG. Like, it still looks really complex to me with all the keys and all that. But I think it'd be a good game.
You're going to college? This is your first semester? Where are you going to college?
And then next year I'll switch. I'm in Canada, so it's probably never heard of it.
Do you guys Seneca? Do you guys have a plasma center out there? Plasma center? You can donate plasma for cash. If you're not afraid of needles, dude, I did this for like 7 years. I did it for 7 years. You can make, what is it, like $50 a week? 55. Okay. Yeah, like your first couple of weeks, you'll make like 200. You make like $100 for your first week, and like $150 for your first, $150 for your second. Then after that, you get about $50-$60 a week. I donate a plasma. What it is they take blood out of you, they take out your plasma, they return the blood back to you, and all you need to do is just eat healthily. And
well, is that just to make money, like while I'm in school? Because it's actually like it's pretty complex, but somehow. While I'm in school, I'll be getting money from like the government or something. So.
You're getting financial aid and shit. Okay.
Stuff. Yeah. So like, my dad's gonna try to somehow stick the system, but I can use some of the money and actually buy stuff I want. Like, it doesn't have to be school related, but it can be anything. So, I'll do that when it comes in. But first, I need to get all the paperwork and all that.
Well, you've got a lot to look forward to if this is your first semester going to college, dude. You're not even gonna really play video games. You're gonna be out. I don't know, like, college is really exciting when you first get there, but after a while, it's just like, then you start dealing with people, then you deal with the problems, and then you're just like, I'm just gonna sit at home and chill. You guys go do your thing, go be retarded. I don't know, I've had a lot of life experience. You're going to college, bro. Have fun, man. Have fun. Hang out with people. Don't even fucking play video games for your first semester. You know what I mean? And if you do, make sure it's just like with a couple of dudes that are trying to play video games and drink some beer. You know what I mean? Like, kick it, drink some beer, play some COD. Like, I don't fucking know. But don't get stuck on Destiny too. Definitely not. No.
No. I think it's gonna be kind of like the same as Destiny one, just like.
Yeah, are you taking your computer with you to college, or is it nearby you, or?
I'll just be taking a bus there, so I'll always be at home.
Okay, that's cool, man. Well, that's easy. That's easy. But yeah, there's plenty of things you can do while you're going to school to like entertain yourself. If you're gonna just be coming home, if you're not staying on campus, you know, are you going to community college or 4-year?
No, it's just a year, and then I'm transferring. Over
Okay,
to
cool. So
university.
it's like a community college, like what I went to 2 years of community college, and then I went to a university.
Right.
You're doing a year, so it's cheaper to do it that way. Actually, you save money. You don't have to go into a university for your first 2 years in the States. Is a huge waste of money. Is like you can get the same education with the same bachelor's at the end of the same 4 years for like a third of the price less. Yeah.
Right.
Those first 2 years at the community college saved me $30,000. Right.
Oh, then you just went.
Yeah, then I went to my 3rd year. I started university in my 4th year. Like, well, you have to at that point. I got my associates. I got my associates at Heartland, you know, and then to get my bachelor's, I had to transfer to a 4-year university, so I did. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep. Things you didn't know. So.
And you're doing like IT and all that, like tech support and all that, or
information. It's like an IT bachelor's. It's information assurance and securities, basically. Not insurance, but assurance. So I'm gonna be assuring secure networks. You know, probably something like sitting down at a desk monitoring data algorithm transfers. You know, like I'm gonna be looking for red flags because there's so much security built into most software. You know, these days you get a security antivirus system put in, and then, you know, there's active people who actively, for corporations, they actively monitor those scenarios, and then there's like a response team. I don't think I'm going to be the response team. I'm not that techie. I don't know coding that well. You know, I've done my Java classes, but I'm not going to be able to be like, oh, well, he's accessing this bridge firewall here using this antivirus, this worm split into a virus that's now multiplying. Like, this is how you zap it, shut down doors. I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'll be able to, you know, recognize patterns. I'll be able to sit there, watch, and monitor the levels of security as they position, as they move up and down through the amount of data that's coming, and like I'll be looking for red flags, and if it does get to be an issue, I'll probably notify somebody of what it is, and I'll probably have a detailed list of the things that it could be. You know what I mean? Be like, so this is what's going on. This is how long it's been happening. This is what we think it may or may be. This is what it presented to itself at the beginning. You know what I mean? So I'll be like a detailed, like, basically you're like the witness to the crime that the cops have to talk to figure out, you know, what their next move is, you know? So, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. I would, honestly, man, like, I would rather build computers for the rest of my life. It's so fucking cool, just the technology. I'm such a geek now.
It is. Interesting.
It is, dude. Especially when you got a really good machine, dude. You're hitting 100% on games, bro. Like, yo, dude. And it's so, like, that makes you want to play a video game right now. It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna go shit on some kids. That's why I'm excited for Destiny 2 on PC, because I've got a great PC right now. I've got a 2.5K monitor with a really good graphics card, so I should be able to max out my 144 refresh rate, you know, in a video game where some people are gonna only have 1070s or 1060s, you know, and they're gonna get, like, instead of getting 144 frames, you know, they're only gonna get whatever. And if it's not capped in Destiny 2. Yeah, I mean, like, it almost makes me think I should get another 1080p monitor with a 250 hertz and see if I can cap that refresh rate. Because, like, try and run a game on your smaller monitors that aren't 4K, and see how many frames per second you get on those.
Work together, and you might survive.
I'll have to try that later on. Yeah, for sure. Overwatch is gonna be stupid because that game doesn't require much to run at all.
I can't believe you're only getting 15 to 30 frames on a video game, though.
Yeah, maybe I need to like download drivers and all that, because I'm still figuring out what they are. I know Destiny 2 is getting like a driver I need to install for that. I don't have one for
What do you mean,
Overwatch,
a what?
I don't think.
A driver?
I'll try that.
Tell me.
A driver. Yeah, a bunch of like it's like a way to optimize the game or something.
Gains the lead.
Right? No, I don't know, maybe.
Well, if you know something about some shit I don't know about, I didn't download any drivers for anything. You know.
There's a Destiny 2 driver when the beta comes out. That's what they put on the NVIDIA page.
What? There's something like that on NVIDIA?
Yeah, check that out.
No way.
Yeah, go to their website and just like find Destiny 2, like the Destiny 2 beta driver. I don't know what that is, but apparently that's gonna optimize the game even more. So we'll see.
Alright, I'm looking it up. So, NVIDIA Destiny 2 beta driver. NVIDIA announces the Destiny 2 beta game ready driver.
Yeah, and then just there'll be... Right. Well, actually search up what a driver is before you actually download it, maybe. I just downloaded it. Just blindly, so... I don't know. Might be useful.
Alright, so in summary, it has helped Bungie with HDR and SLI capability in Destiny 2. It has restarted the bundle of Destiny 2 with the GeForce GTX 1080 and 1080 Ti graphics card systems and laptops. In addition, there's a new Destiny 2 beta game ready driver coming very shortly. Turning to the Square Enix collaboration, NVIDIA is leveraging a slew of GameWorks technologies in this upcoming game that has released a 4K PC trailer for it ahead of its expected early 2018 launch. The Destiny 2 beta ready game driver will begin distribution via the GeForce Experience starting on the 24th of August. Oh, so I can download that now. You have the GeForce Experience too, right? Is that what you used to get it? Okay.
Yeah.
The early access PC beta, the game starts on 28th August. So what is the driver though?
That is something.
Okay, so that's what it is. It's to include HDR and SLI technologies in the game, and that's what the driver is going to allow you to do. So if you have two graphics cards running SLI, it should be allowed to help function and create better. I can't imagine, but I'm sure there's people out there that are going to have that. They're going to have two 1080 Ti's SLI'd with like the biggest 4K monitor in the world running at like 250 hertz. They're going to be maxing frames, you know.
Yeah.
They're going to have an 8K monitor. I mean, come on, two 1080 Ti's is enough to start Skynet. We're going to literally end the world. The Terminator's coming. Okay, so hold up. On a video, GeForce GTX 1060 is recommended for those wishing to indulge in Destiny 2 at 1080p, while 4K setups can achieve a steady 60 frames per second in the game when using a GTX 1080 Ti graphics card.
Yeah. Now is that with like the highest settings or like what?
It doesn't say 60 FPS in the game when using a GTX 1080 Ti graphics card. But that's 4K setups. I don't know. I'm trying to just figure it out. It's 1060s recommended for those trying to do a 1080p, and then 4K setups. But at 60 frames, like why would if it's uncapped frame rate, why would you want 60 frames per second with the 1080 Ti for 4K when you could get 144 with the 1080p? It just bothers me. Like why? Like here, you can get less frames per second by switching to 4K. Like that's not an advertisement. That's like these are reasons not to switch to 4K. like because I mean like what's the they put out a 4K fucking I swear they're gonna try and like build on the 4K franchise, and they're not gonna get that far. They're gonna have to reduce the price hella, and they're gonna have to increase the input, you know, the refresh rates, and it's also gonna have to be less exhausting to systems, man. If I gotta use half of my CPU to just run 4K and lose 40% of my frames and have a shitty gaming experience, why the fuck would I do that? You can actually take your 4K monitor and set it to 1080p right now if you want.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I do.
Well, I'm using it for my PS4 right now. So,
I do that. I do that, and then I'd attempt to.
So if I for the 1080 when I'm playing a game on my PC, that would increase my frame rate?
Yeah,
like,
it should increase your frame rate. Yeah,
possibly.
absolutely.
All right, I'll try that.
because it takes you're not creating as many pixels, so it's easier for your monitor to create, which is easier for your GPU to create, you know, that image, because it takes a lot less intensive shit. God, I'm such a fucking dork. I'm such a fucking geek, dude. I love it though. I love being a geek, bro. I love this shit.
Right.
You know, it
definitely something I want to like get into, like just looking at it, learning everything about it. It's fun. It's interesting. There's so much to it.
That's how I feel. Except you're a lot younger than I am.
Definitely not going to make a career out of it. Right.
But I'm not that old either.
Nah. Still in university.
Yeah. Well, I just turned 30, bro. He's like, damn, you're that old? Yeah, I'm that old. I'm a senior in college who just turned 30. This is my last year of school, supposedly. It should be, so long as I can get my GPA up high enough. One of the things that you want to do is maintain your GPA at the school. So like your GPA at the school you're at right now probably doesn't matter that much. But your GPA at your university is going to be the GPA that everywhere looks at. You know what I mean? Because I've got I had like a 3.6 at my community college, but right now I'm at like a 2.6 at university. And I gotta get that up above a 3. And if I can't do that, I'm gonna have to retake some courses just to get my GPA up. Just so like some companies won't look at you if you don't have a high enough GPA. Like you can have all the credentials at all the right schools with all the experience, but if your GPA isn't high enough, they won't even fucking consider looking at you. Like it doesn't matter how much experience you have, shit like that. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean experience? Like, even like working at part-time at somewhere? I mean, I think that might
Oh yeah, it could, but like some companies have like a standard. Like if they look at your application.
Right.
All right, dude, you want to hear about something interesting, bro?
Yeah.
The future. You want to know what the future looks like, bro?
Okay.
Look into blockchaining technology, Bitcoin technology. It's called blockchain technology. It is legit gonna change the way. Can you listen? Look at this. So, can you imagine? Right now, you know, you have a bank account. You put money into a bank account, that bank holds on to that money, and then when you want it, you have to withdraw it from an ATM or whatever. Or you have to, you know, if you want to send it to somebody, you have to go in and physically write a check, or it takes time. Right, with blockchain technology, it is actually cheaper to send money from where you are now to Beijing by paying for the plane ticket and flying there. And actually handing that money over in person. Blockchain technology is so much cheaper. Basically, what it is, okay. There's so much to it, and I don't want to explain it because I don't even know that much about it myself. But I know that it's the fucking future. Like, can you okay, so there's a value associated with your name, who you are. Who you are becomes a hash code. This hash code links to everything that links to you, that you add to your hash. It becomes public information, readily readable by people who actually get to view your hash code, right? So like if you scan it at a job and they see your hash code, they can pull up all the information associated with it based on the network. So your age, when you were born, what minute you were born, how much you weigh, if it's on there, your background check, your criminal background check. They can see how many jobs you've worked at, where you've worked, how long you worked there. Instead of having to fill out an application with this is my job experience and having to trust people, it becomes a completely transparent system where you scan your badge and they already know everything they want to know about you, and it qualifies you or disqualifies you. You know what I mean? Can you imagine have you ever seen movies? You walk into a store and based off of your likes and dislikes that are associated with your number or your it'll register, it'll like scan, if you scan your card when you walk in the store, or you have a card that's associated to it. I don't know if they're gonna do cards. It's weird. It's all digital currency. It's all digital everything. Literally, I could send money from here to Beijing in a quarter of a second. It basically eliminates banks. It eliminates the need for insurance companies. It literally, it's so decentralized. It can't be abused. It can't be defrauded. The only way that it can be defrauded is if somebody were to have a power supply with as much CPU power that is stronger than the combined CPU power of the people mining for it, whatever application it is, whether it's Bitcoin. Basically it's people, they're computer mathematical problems, right? Those mathematical problems, when solved, then they become a hash. The hash is the solution to these mathematical problems. Some of these problems take days. You know what I mean? And every time you finish a mathematical problem, it gets added to a blockchain. It becomes encrypted and then resealed and then added to the already existing blockchain. The blockchain is a ledger basically that is shared by everybody in the network who is farming for these bitcoins. So the more people farming for bitcoins, the bigger the chain gets, the faster it gets there. The more money those people, the harder those algorithms get, but the more, the more they mine, the more money you get. So I mean, the algorithms get harder, but you're making a bunch of money. One Bitcoin right now is $3,500. If it takes you a couple days, if you've got enough CPU process to power out a Bitcoin in a couple days, that's a shit ton of money. You're a millionaire. You're a millionaire at the end of the year. No, it's legal. Bitcoins are absolutely legal. No, this is mining. This is legit. It takes a proof of work. So like you submit that mathematical solution to the problem that you completed. It becomes a hash. It's verified by the system as this hash, and it's been verified as a proof of work, stating that digitally something has happened, and then it's added to the existing knowledge of chain, and then that block is worth whatever the existing value of your Bitcoin is. And so then you get the Bitcoin, they get the hash. You can spend your Bitcoin however you want by giving the hash over to somebody else. But it's shared. It's all shared. It's all intertwined in a system where everyone can see every hash that's ever been made, when it was made. You can't see who made it unless they know exactly. Like, you have a hash that creates the hash, and so for anybody to know that you made it, they'd have to know your hash. You know what I mean? So that gives you complete anonymity. You'll never know who's spending money, sending money where. It's this huge fucking thing, bro. You gotta look it up, dude. I swear, it's the future of the world. It's where we're going. That's where computer technology is moving in 5 to 8 years. Digital currency. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. They're basically gonna. What is it? It eliminates the need for banks. It eliminates the need for fees. Banks can utilize it and give access to people of it. So it doesn't really eliminate the need for banks, but you can have you can have your own secure, like, instead of creating your own wallet through like some online service, you can just do it through your bank. You already have a bank account. Use your wallet through that, and then you have a digital signature where you can send money. Imagine if you wanted to send a text to me. If I just wanted to be like, hey, Jamarcus, in a text, I want to send you $250, and then I did a drop down menu, clicked send 250 via whatever app it is, and then it would just send it to you, whether you had a bank account through that app or not. It would register, it would read the ledger, it would see how much digital currency you had, it would validate it, and it would approve it. It would check with the other person that you're sending it to, agrees to that, and then instantly that money's theirs. You didn't need a bank account. You just needed a phone and a text messaging service that had a capability of accessing this Bitcoin network. You know what I mean? And it's all secure. The only way that can be beat is if somebody overpowers it and then tries to rewrite transactions. You know what I mean? That's basically the essential consensus of it. So but here's the thing: if you have enough CPU power to overpower the whole network, why wouldn't you use that CPU power to actually add to the potential growth of the network and actually get money legitimately by farming Bitcoins that way? Every transaction is a mathematical problem that's being solved by people within the network. The more people in the network solving these issues, the harder the transactions get, but whatever, blah blah, the harder it is for somebody to overpower it. There's millions of people farming right now. There's millions of graphics cards out there running these algorithms at such a rate that, like, I got my 1080 Ti. I looked into it and then I instantly realized, like, even with my 1080 Ti, I couldn't make money at all. I couldn't make even a little bit of money because I'm going to farm at such a slow rate. It's going to take more power than I can actually get for put out, and as far as Bitcoins, because of the algorithms. It'll take me a month of running my GPU consistently to make that $3,500, but my power bill is going to be $3,800. You know what I mean? Something crazy like that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if it's like that, but it will take so long. You need like 20, like, you can get those little these little racks you can buy online that can hold up to 6 graphic cards. You know what I mean? And you can use that to, like, farm your Bitcoins. But even 6 graphic cards is still, you're not going to get any real profit. You might make like $1 or $2. $1 or $2 over a month, you know. So you need some serious. At first, dude, imagine being able to at like 4 years ago, my GPU, my card right now, I could have probably made $1,000, $2,000 a month with just the one graphics card. You know what I mean? 4 years ago. That's how easy the algorithms and hashes were. Now it's so much more complicated. But the future is blockchaining. Look into it. The technology's unreal, bro. Like, it can't be, you can't falsify it unless you outpower it, and even if you outpower it, you can only falsify your transactions, because you can't pretend to be anybody else. Nobody else can pretend to be you. Because you're you, and there's no way for somebody to take your hash and rework it to find out exactly who you are. So when the system validates you as your hash, it's so, I don't know, it's fucking complicated. The more I think about it, the more my brain wants to fry. I did this stupid thing on blockchaining technology. It's called Ripple. It's like Bitcoin. What they do is they're doing the exact same thing Bitcoin is, but instead of having a decentralized system where everybody has access and it's public, I mean, they have a centralized system where it's like everybody in the system, every bank in the banking system has the same ledger that each time a transaction happens, everybody's ledger is then updated. You know what I mean? And so it allows for simultaneous consensus. And if all of the consensus is true, you can transfer any money from anywhere in the world to any one of these banks, and then those ledgers will be updated, and it will be an instantaneous transaction without having to incur fees, without having to settle for, you know, or have any sort of issues. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you agree to the transaction to accept and they agree to send, you know, and then the ledger's updated. So every bank in all over the world that's in this digital currency they can verify what transactions have happened. They can also tell you where your digital funds are, how much you have. And if one bank says something different than the rest, then it becomes a failed transaction. So there's no risk. So nobody's ever going to lose money. You know, if somebody tried to recreate and they can control a node or something, you know. Like, oh, dude, I'm going to create a fake transaction in this node and send it out, but there's 100,000 nodes out there that are like, nope, that's not a valid transaction. You know what I mean? That's not what our ledgers say. Then it's going to be nullified, and then there's no risk of loss there. And it took a quarter of a second to figure out the solution was, you know, if somebody's trying to break the system, and then you get caught. You essentially get caught. You know why? Because it didn't take very long for the world to figure out that it was coming from this area, at this bank, with these people at this time of day, you know, or whatever. I don't know. It's pretty fucking sweet though. Yeah.
That's a lot. Like that's only in like a few decades. Like, it's not gonna happen. Now you can take advantage of it while you can, but it's gonna be put in place in a few years or a few decades. Actually.
Well, we'll see. I mean, blockchain technology. I mean, it's picking up. It's growing. It's just there's the more people buy into it, the faster it's gonna grow. You know what I mean? All you need is for some more specialized companies to go out there. I mean, digital currency right now, it's crazy. You can make money by just turning on your computer. If you have enough of them. But before it was just all you had to do is turn on your computer. Nobody believed in it. But it's so much more secure. It protects people's identities. You know, it makes it harder for anyone to find out who you are, who bought it, where, when, why. Doesn't really matter, but it's still, they're all verifiable. It is all verifiable, and they can be proven that purchases were made. You know, and so it can be held up in a court of law if there was some, you know, it's like they went through the financial institutions and found out that there can be proof of purchase, there's proof of work, there's proof of digital, you know, currency, which is proof of effort. Digital currency is nothing more than a mathematical problem being solved that's added to a chain of knowledge. It's like if you have a piece of paper, I write the word "the" on it, and then you write the dog after it. You know what I mean? And somebody else comes in and writes "dog ate," you know, and then somebody else wrote "cat." So it reads the ledger is "the dog ate cat." You know what I mean? And it's a consistently growing piece of work of knowledge that can be verified that each individual addition to the list is something that's actually been made. It's been added to, and it can be held up in a court. I don't know. It's crazy. So it's a real thing. This imaginary money is very quickly becoming the most liquid. It's more liquid than gold. You know what I mean? I mean, it's crazy. You know, here's the thing. Right now they have so many people mining for it. They're trying to max out as much, as many bitcoins as they can make. The goal is to solve as many mathematical problems to earn bitcoins. So if you solve a certain algorithm, it'll give you so much of a bitcoin. If you solve enough algorithms, it'll give you a bitcoin. You know, so time and computing power it translates into money. The more you farm, the quicker you get it. What the fuck? I had a point. I forgot. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Is there gonna be a point where it will be almost impossible to like actually like?
They're gonna stop farming bitcoins at 100 billion. And then how does that secure the network? A lot of people, like, the thing that you probably aren't getting is what I'm not telling you, and that's a lot. But you know, the more people that are mining bitcoins, the more secure the network is. Now, once they stop mining bitcoins, it's no longer gonna mine bitcoins and transactions. It'll be mining transactions, but you're not gonna get paid out in bitcoins. You're gonna get paid out in fees. So instead of actually creating money for just doing random transactions, trying to figure out the system, you're actually just a part of the system working and incurring fees for each transaction that you complete. And so people will still be able to make money by implementing these. Dude, I don't know. No, shut up. I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy, bro. There's so much information. I can't keep my head straight.
That's okay. That's fine. But yeah, I'll look into that too.
Wasn't until I went to college. Wasn't until I went to college that I realized that my threshold for information is limited. You know? Like, have you ever been so worn out? Like, have you ever read so much that you feel like you've maxed like your brain? You can't possibly hold any more information. You physically can feel your brain like just you know what I mean?
I think the only time that happens is like when I'm in chemistry. I hate chemistry, so it's like I don't know what's happening. But I mean, besides that, I mean, like, I don't know, I'm only 18. So, like,
5 minutes left.
Have I really learned that much yet?
Well, here's the thing. When I was young, I didn't learn a whole lot. I didn't even graduate from high school. I was a complete fucking idiot. Smoked a bunch of, did a bunch of weed, you know, did drugs, like whatever. I did everything that I should have instead of growing my mind and stretching it and expanding it and learning. You know what I mean? I just like destroyed my mind, drank a bunch of booze, smoked a bunch of weed, you know, had some sex, and that was it. Which, you know, in the long run, dude, like I'm so mad at myself for making bad decisions because I'm not the quickest learner because of it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes complex information is harder for me to understand. It takes me a little bit longer to figure it out. But I'm smart. I'm smart in my own way. I learn from my life experiences. I recognize patterns, and I'm really good at math. Like I'm really quick at math. Like I'm pretty good. Like I'm not a fucking autistic like savant. You know, where I like what's 4 bajillion times 8,005,326 to the 48th power? I can't do that. But if you're like, yo, 47 times 47, I could probably figure it out fairly quickly. Right. With my head, where most people wouldn't need a calculator. What's up? I'm only 30. Yeah, I'm not that old. You know, and I've been going back to school since I was 25, so, you know, I've done a couple of things right in my life, you know. I've done a lot of bad things, though, you know. You serve a couple months in jail, and then you realize you can keep coming back to jail, or you can try to do something that's not going to, you know, that's actually going to, you know, benefit your life. You know, a lot of people don't realize you trade time for money, dude. You go to school to get good grades so you can land that good job, so that way when you go to work you make enough money, so that way when you're off work and you're at home you can do whatever the fuck you want and live life on your own terms. You know, the more money you have, you know, eventually the goal is eventually to not have to work for your money, to not have to trade your time for money. I want to be able to live my life with financial security without having to worry about, you know, how much I have to go to work tomorrow for 48 hours, or, you know, how many hours I gotta work this week. I actually want to get to the point where I'm financially secure. I can let my money work for me. I think that's the goal that everybody wants to do. A lot of people just say, you know what, it's gonna take so long, so many years, so much effort to do that. That's true. That's true. That's why one of the things that you should do, if you're not letting your money work for you, let your life work for you to make money. Like the time that you trade for, at least for your retirement. Basically, everybody's living for retirement nowadays. They're working 40 hours a week minimum to save money, to put money in 401k, so that way when they turn 65, 70, they can leave and they can go on all these cruises and they have everything paid for and they don't have to work anymore. You know? But the...
I don't know. I want to work for like as long as I want. Like as long as I can when I'm get to that point of started working. Like I want to get jobs. Like I don't want to retire. Like what then after? Like what am I gonna do? Can't sit home and play video games. I'll keep dying over and over again. Have poor reaction times. Like I want to keep doing something I love for as long as possible. That's my goal.
Well, here's the thing. Anything that you do, you know what? You can do it privately. After you retire, you get your pension and shit. Right. You're living at home. You don't have anything to do. Take what you were doing and do it privately. Do it as a hobby for people. You know what my uncle did? He's 55. He just retired. He's in great shape for 55. Mm-hmm. He just retired because they shut down his branch for the electrical. He was a part of a what is it called? Not a circuit, a union of electricians, and they shut down his shit and they gave him retirement benefits, and he didn't get everything that he was owed because it was 55 instead of 65. You know what I mean? So, but he got half right. Benefits, half retirement. So he's collecting money until he dies or something like that, but half of what he was normally going to get. But now he that's still enough for him to pay his bills, and so he's trying to figure other ways to make money. And he also does scuba diving on the side. So he scuba dives and he does metal detection. And so he has a side business where he'll walk around, he'll get on scuba gear, he'll go into lakes and rivers or ponds or whatever, and he'll just go in with his metal detector and find stuff. He found a $200,000 ring, at the bottom of some lake, just randomly, and then he turned it in, and the insurance company the insurance company that insured it gave him $20,000. Yeah, like that's crazy. Like that's just crazy. The things you can do with your time. You could build computers. You know, once you retire and you don't have to actually earn any more money. You don't actually have to work to survive. You know what I mean? Once you're collecting on the benefits of your life, the fruit of your life led up to your retirement, so you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, without having to work, that's fine. That's great. You know, but one of the things that I think of when you're young is get good grades, go to a job, get a good job, try and get a job that pays enough money so you can start investing in your future now. The sooner you start investing, the more money you're going to have later on in life, which means the sooner you can retire. Or the later you can retire, but with more money. But let's be real, everybody wants to retire early so they can have that much more time to go do whatever they want. Right. Think about it. You trade time for money every day. You trade time for grades. You know, you have to put in studying hours to get good grades. You know, you have to spend money so you can spend time studying so you can get good grades so you can get a good job. You know? And then once you realize, you know, you've done that long enough, or you do it, you know, there's only so much you can do in life, but the goal is to try and do something that makes you happy. But you know what? I can understand doing something that doesn't make you happy for the money, based off of, you know, like you're trading in time now to spend more time later doing what you love by earning more money now. If you do what you love now, it could potentially, you could be doing what you love but not making a lot, which limits the things that you can do outside of what you love. Like, I love computers. I love building computers, but I also would love to go on a trip to fucking Spain. I'd like to go to Paris. I'd like to see the Eiffel Tower. I'd like to go to, you know, I'd like to go to Denmark. I'd like to go to one of those Swedish spas in Sweden, you know? Like, there's so much in life that you know, like, we're so small and there's so much that could be done. I want to experience it. I want to experience it before I'm 90. I want to experience it before I'm 80, before I'm 70. So, you know, the goal, the more money you make, the more money you can put aside, the quicker you can get on with retirement. And, you know, that's really what it comes down to. The more money you make, the more money you have to make more money. Ooh, get it? Think about it. Your future. Like, dude, don't fuck up in college, dude. Don't waste your time doing retarded shit in college. Go to school. Get the best grades you can, bro. Get the best grades you can. Work out. Meet a couple girls. Find a girl that's, like, nice and isn't retarded. You know, in Canada, there's a lot of retarded bitches, I hear. You know? I think a lot of people in Canada, they have a very casual way of speaking. They're very open about a lot of the things that they talk about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they're very open. They talk like prostitution's legal in Canada. Oh, I'm gonna go get a beer and then I'm gonna go pay for this fucking prostitute down the street, eh? I'm gonna go fuck her brains out in the bathroom, eh? 50 quid or something, you know? Like I've talked to a bunch of like, you know, I feel like the mentality behind sex and certain things that like in my like growing up, I grew up from a family that's really proper, that was like, no, you can't swear, you can't do this, that's inappropriate, we don't speak at these moments, at these events, you know what I mean? Where some people kind of whisper and chuckle and some people have fun and some people do, you know. My family's very quiet, reserved, we follow the rules. I was the, what do you call it, the fuck you, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want, I don't give a shit, you know. Like I broke that. But at the same time I realized like there's, you know, I still have some of those like judgmental tendencies where it's like you probably shouldn't be talking while somebody's giving a presentation in class. I legit cut some dude out. He was laughing next to me yesterday in class. This dude's giving a presentation and he's laughing. He's like he's like, and like I don't even know what the fuck he's laughing at, and he just like touches a dude on his shoulder and then he laughs again, and then the chick in front of him laughs, and then the dude to the left laughs, and I don't fucking get it, and I'm like, all right, dude, whatever, and then the kid starts laughing again. And I'm like, dude, what's so funny? It was getting to the point where it was a little obnoxious and a little over the top, and he was right next to me, so I could hear it the most. But I was like, what are you laughing at? He's like, oh, you know, he's like, I don't, he's like, yeah. And then I was like, wait, but what are you laughing at, though? And he's like, oh, he's my friend. And I was like, you're laughing at him because he's your friend? That's your answer? You know, like, I felt like I was being judgmental, and I kind of was. I was kind of like, I did it in a way that was like, what are you laughing at? What's so funny? Like, tell me. But it was also kind of like, yo, you should probably shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, like I don't like it if I'm listening to what people are saying about blockchain technology and I know nothing about it and somebody can enlighten me a little bit. I'm gonna listen to that person and see what they got to say about it. You know what I mean? And this fucking idiot over here is I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Clash.
Right. Okay.
Are you sure that wasn't me sitting beside you there?
Well, dude, if it was you, I'd probably been laughing with you.
Engage and execute all targets.
Okay. Pretty much everything you just said about fucking idiots. That's me.
That's him, yeah.
He would tell you.
No, well, here's the thing, dude. These guys are from India. They're people. They're from India. They're graduate students. They're going here. They came here they came across the ocean 14 days ago to get their masters at Illinois State University, and that's cool. But like, I really feel like, I don't know. It just depends. I mean, if we were talking about something that was interesting, if you found something interesting and people were talking about it and some idiot next to you was laughing, you'd be like, what the fuck, right? Or do you find nothing interesting? Do you take nothing seriously?
No, I take stuff seriously. It's just I have a really interesting humor to say the least.
Well, dude, yeah, I mean, if you find something funny, go ahead and laugh.
I could turn anything into something stupid and funny.
Well, that's a gift. That's a gift. Not everybody can do that.
Even as it might be really stupid, you'll laugh anyway. I can assure you on that one.
Oh god.
It could be absolutely fucking useless. You'll still laugh.
I don't get it. But PC specialist over here, game of the power of the X. I forgot to finish reading that NVIDIA shit. I'm so excited, dude. I gotta download that right now.
Lost the lead.
Jesus Christ, man, that guy's redder than fucking Santa Claus's suit. Jeez, what are you doing? Holy shit! Is he red bar or is he like purple bar? I'm confused. That's some hardcore shit there. I'm not even kidding you. This guy's crazy.
Okay.
He is
GeForce Experience. There it is. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it's called again. Yeah, I had to download an update on Blizzard app too. I don't know. It was weird. I wonder if it has something about the driver ready shit. So they're basically just improving the quality of the game for like people that want to run like super fucking graphics. But honestly, like, did you guys watch any of those videos on YouTube? The difference between like Destiny 2 beta on PS4 Pro with 4K versus not? Like, they have that. They have those videos out there, and it's not. It's really not that impressive. Like, I get it. It's like, oh, that's kind of a little bit cleaner, a little bit more crispy. But at the same time, like, is that gonna like is that little bit of like instead of seeing a little bit spray of blood, it'll be like dripping, you know? It'll be just a little bit more like. Hold on, is there something out here that I can look at that looks a little blurry? Like.
To be honest, I couldn't see much difference between the 60 frames and the 30 frames. I don't know. I couldn't see.
Was there 60 frames in Destiny 2 on the beta for PC? I mean PlayStation?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, they played it at
I didn't even know I didn't see a difference.
Not on the beta. I don't know.
I think the beta was 30.
Doing the beta, but
I think the beta.
The beta was 30.
Yeah, ours was 30, but it did some gameplay of 60 FPS on I couldn't tell
on
the
YouTube.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, couldn't tell the difference.
Well, you won't see the difference. You'll feel the difference.